that game has been released. But then again, as we keep going throughout the world, we discover that there are players that have just been waiting for their opportunity to show what they can do in this game. And here's our bracket that we have going for this. Now, just like before, with any World Tour event, the winner of this will qualify to go to the Global Finals, which, as we mentioned earlier, will be in about 3 months' time. Now, the thing with this tournament is that we have 2 previously qualified players participating. KOF 2982, registered in the bracket as Salim, his real name, and versus KSA's Buster Wolf. If either of these guys is first, or if they are first and second, then whoever the next highest placer is after them will be the one to take the qualification spot. So it's a big opportunity for a lot of players here who might have not fancied their chances against KOF 292 and Buster Wolf otherwise, and it presents the opportunity for the likes of Ganoon and so on to really maybe be able to make those global finals. Now, we already have a match ready to go that has not started yet. This is just a little bit of practice between quarter circle forward punches Whoopster and our youngest competitor in this tournament easily, Mr. Pixel Z. Or I believe he just goes by straight Pixels. Let me just confirm that with him real quick.
Pixels or Pixel Z? Pixel Z, okay.
All right, so it is Pixel Z. Now, he might come from a family of KOF 98 players. He might have picked up an interest in the game online, because I am very sure looking at him that he is literally younger than the game itself, which is pretty impressive. And I really hope to see the talent that it's unorthodox to see players of this age entering KOF 98 tournaments, and I'm really excited to see what he's got in store for us. He's on the player 2 side. He's already locked in Kenso and Shingo Yamazaki as his third character. Whoopster going with Terry, Ryo, and Yuri. Okay, now Whoopster is a bit of a newer KOF player in general. He started with KOF 13, and I'm not sure if he expects Yuri to be anything close to how she is in those games, so let's see how he adapts. All right, game 1, Whoopster versus Pixel Z. All right, Pixel Z, I guess that was potentially a close C that he was trying to combo into that DP. Tries to go for the Shingo kick. All right, goes from crouch A to quarter circle forward C. Shingo, an unorthodox character, has a lot of sort of kill-like normals that can be a little bit wonky, but he also has a random critical hit property on his special moves. Let's rip with the DM. Oh, there it is. You saw a couple of criticals land in that sequence as Whoopster got caught out trying to punish that wayward DM by Pixel Z. Jump Ds. Oh, no blocks by Pixel Z. Whoopster takes the first round, just playing solid, sticking to his normals, jumping in with Yuri's Jump D that has a pretty solid deep hitting hitbox. Kenso coming in, a character renowned for traditionally having one of the thickest projectiles in terms of sheer hitbox width in the KOF franchise. I think that was a combo drop there by Pixel Z as he tried to get out with some defensive buttons. Gets in a decent amount of chip damage. I'm not sure if that's punishable at that distance, at least not with something significant. Oh, almost properly anticipated that jump in, not quite getting it right. No anti-airs. He does have a DP that he can work with. Gets him with a sweep. Pixel Z manages to take out Yuri here. Now Ryo coming in. I don't know if Whoopster is fully aware of how to pick EX characters. Maybe EX Ryo might have been a simpler choice. Combos into the Koken. Just throws the Houshokoken there. Gutsy. Whoopsie with the sweep. Ends up taking that round over Pixel Z's Kenso. Yamazaki is Pixel Z's anchor, a character with a lot of far-reaching normals, but not with a lot of good defensive tools. Try to combo there into the double sand kicks. Utilizing a bit of snake arm action here to keep Whoopster at bay. Oh, excellent answer by Whoopster. Houshokoken. And Pixel Z is not having a lot of success keeping Whoopster at bay here. Koken catches him out of the air. Combos into the DP. Whoopster takes game 1 over Pixel Z. Gotta wonder if Pixel Z's got any pocket choices that he's gonna throw out here to try to bring this set back. I don't know if KOF 98 is main game, but looking at him, this guy looks like he enters a lot of tournaments just because he's got those in-between game mannerisms down. All right, he's throwing Kenso up front this time. So this is a 32-man bracket with just a couple of buys here and there to account for our seeds. I believe we have somewhere around 28 entrants. Big counter head crouch C by Whoopster. He's not showing full knowledge of Yuri in this game, but at least the normals are familiar enough for him. Yeah, that can be a little bit finicky sometimes. That's KOF 98 for you. Oh, the choke Shodown getting in there. Ooh, that far C whiffing. Whoopster keeping his house Shokokens on deck for these kinds of situations. Very well done. Shingo coming in now. Gets him with a cross-up jump A of all things. All right, nicely placed DP, something that he wasn't doing too often in the previous match for anti-airs. Gets air thrown for his troubles there for trying to jump up to air Yuri. That wasn't a combo, but still probably would have been enough on chip damage to be able to take Yuri out. Better start here by Pixel Z to try to make his way back into the set. Jockeying for position here are the players. Whoopsie tried to throw a sweep at whatever Pixel Z was going to have coming at him. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. Shingo's DM's not really renowned for being good anti-air options. Caught him out of there with that critical hit DP. With a sweep. Pixel Z not really able to establish a foothold in this mid-screen game. Ryo, pretty strong character at that range thanks to his Koolken's reach, as well as how short-range projectiles work in the way that they can snuff other projectiles coming in. And he doesn't even have to worry about that when he's fighting Shingo. Neutral jump B, not panning out. All right, gets him with the proximity unblockable. I'm not sure if he was aware of it 100% because typically you can kind of follow that up. How Shokoken throws a slow one, maybe anticipating a roll. Looking pretty tough for Pixel Z in this little situation. Trapped in the corner. All right, gets him with the chop. And another one, baiting Pixel Z's defensive buttons. QCFP's Whoopster advances through the first round. Valiant effort by Pixel Z, just showing an experience. I guess maybe he's got introduced to the game through his family or whatever reason had for entering the tournament. It is really nice to see younger players entering KOF 98, a game that generally mostly gets entrants that are interested in the game since its heyday. And, well, at least the Neo Geo World Tour is giving the older players reason to get back into the game and have a prize to fight for. Now, speaking of older school players, another QCFP member, Kaze of Bahrain, is about to step up. He is as old school as it gets when it comes to KOF. He's pretty much been with the series since '94. Been in there with since the old arcade days. Although that's a description that would probably fit a lot of the player base that we're going to see coming into these matches. So Kaze versus D Bd Kazuma is the match we're going to get. Now, Kaze did not enter KOF 14. He is more into the older KOFs. He hasn't really been into 14 as much. Kazuma got third place at KOF 14 yesterday. So let's see what he has as far as this game's concerned. Just to kind of clarify something with this version of the game we're using for you guys. The reason that setting up buttons takes up a little bit of a while between matches is because player 1 has to do the button config for both players. It's a little bit of an unfortunate drawback, but it does give us the highest fidelity version of 98 that we can place on console here. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but it works out in the end. Let's see Kaze rocking his self-proclaimed Chang beard. Gotta wonder if he actually plays Chang in the game. So I don't know if this is button checks or if we're already ready to go here. I see that Kaze has Saisyu. Alright, yeah. Seems like we're just quickly button checking here. And looks like we are ready to go. QCFP's Kaze from Bahrain versus local favorite D Bd Kazuma here in Kuwait. He was really happy with his performance in 14 yesterday after having been away from the game for so long. Showed a lot of ingenuity with his Mian and a lot of really cool choices in terms of how he used his meter. So he's got Hyder, Takuma, and Blue Mary, and Kaze locking in Saisyu, Takuma, and Hyder, and so two characters duplicated between the players here. Hyder, a pretty awkward character, kind of a 98. He has a strong projectile, as he generally always does, but a lot of his grounded normals are fairly slow, very awkward to utilize, so it takes quite a bit of expertise to maneuver him properly. Yeah, you saw there the partner help mechanic that happens in certain moves and dizzy situations. It requires the level of friendship between the characters to be high enough for it to work, which is something you see players check before the match. Crouch C, a little bit of a slugfest going on here. Opportunity and punish with the Orochi Nagi. Very well done by Kaze here. Stayed patient, found his opportunity. Takuma now coming in. A character with a pretty brutal combo game. Yeah, too slow there. Kaze not quite getting his full punish there. Gets thrown into the corner. Knocked down. What's Kazuma got? A little bit of corner pressure. Try to anticipate with the guard point punch. Kaze maybe his combo game looking a little bit on the rusty side. ADP not punished. And another one. Catches him with the sweep that time though. Well, Shodown Takuma's running command grab. Definitely on the slow side, but you can surprise someone with it every once in a blue moon. Takuma versus Takuma. Here we go. Round 3. Yeah, Takuma has a meterless House Shokoken, but as you can see, it is incredibly slow. Chance for Kaze. He doesn't combo into the forward B, which is a staple in Takuma combos. There it is. Yeah, that was too slow still. Takuma's Rambu is definitely on the slower side. Catches him with a standing A, and Kazuma on another attempt with a Shodown kick, not working out. Kaze with a pretty healthy lead here. Blue Mary coming in, anchoring the team. She has an incredibly low hop, and her jump even is very, very, very low by the game standards, helping her to potentially get over projectiles. But an anti-air Rambu swooper is something that is definitely a staple of KOF 98 neutral, particularly from Yuri players. A nice, decent bit of pressure, but Kazuma kind of stalling in there a little bit. Catches him with the spider, gets pushed all the way back to the other side of the screen. How Shokoken lands. Great usage of the super jump to quickly close the distance. Kaze wanted the big finish. Jumps out of that spider armbar attempt. But doesn't get out of it that time. Takuma's arm gets broken, and he is down. It's all down to Kaze's Hyder now versus Kazuma's Blue Mary. Couple of crouch A's. A lot of Hyder's better normals. Moon Slasher to keep Mary out of the air. Alright, that's going to be a good bit of damage. Kazuma has popped the stock. If you're not aware, okay, catches the roll there with a kick throw, and that's going to be the first game. Players can pick either advanced or extra mode in KOF 98. Most players will opt for advanced, which offers a more traditional by nowadays standards meter that builds on offense. The stocks of that meter that you build can either be used for a super, or you can pop one as Kazuma did, or activate this game's equivalent of max mode, which increases your damage by a hefty amount for each hit you land. and also gives you access to super desperation moves or the extra level of super attacks. Kaze has switched his order as D Bd Kazuma has brought in Orochi Chris to start this second game. Utilizes a sweep. As you can see, that sweep is not very fast. Alright, Guard Crush. Guard Crushes in this game definitely require a bit of knowledge because there's no Guard Crush gauge, but they do exist. That was a very risky move by Kaze, but no big punish there by Kazuma. Catches him with a projectile and another one. Kazuma not able to close the distance right now. Jump CD, Chris's staple normal, excellent neutral control tool. And if you've ever watched Xiaohai play, you know how good that thing is. Wow, he actually catches him with that time. That's not a grab. That is definitely blockable, as we've seen a couple times. There's the sweep by Kazuma to take out Hyder, and only 5 seconds left, though. He won't get much health back. Saishu Kusanagi coming in now for Kaze. Launches a projectile. You see the slow recovery on that. Definitely a bit risky. Anti-hops with the standing D. There is air blocking in this game on neutral and back jumps, so you want to keep that option in mind. Gets guard crushed, and that was almost a great conversion by Kazuma using the fireball to set up a combo the way he did before. Kazuma's Hyder coming in now. The character's on a lot of meter. Oh, I think that was on Orochinagi that he flubbed there, Kaze. Anti-airs with a projectile. Oh, those counter hit moon slashers doing so much damage. Kaze already down to his anchor against two basically full health characters. He's got a lot of meter to work with, though. Oh, what great response on the Haosho Koken. Kaze trying to keep it a little bit simple here. Stormbringer takes back. Yeah, mashing for his life there. Kazuma to take as much health as he can off of that Stormbringer. Good patience by Kaze. Waited for Kazuma to be coming down from that and landed the Rambo Super. Good punish. Oh, the invincibility not enough to get through the standing D there. A lot of active frames. Counter hits. You see how much extra damage he's getting now that the stock has been opened there. And Kaze, oh, what the? He wanted to get the punish, and if he got the few hits from the Rambu, that would have been enough before the time ran out. And Kazuma smiling because, like, this is not a game that he's going to claim to be an expert at. Kaze has a bit more pride in his old school KOF legacy, so he'll want to. All right, so there goes Kaze figuring out how to get back into the match. It is, I mean, this is essentially the arcade port of the game, so it works like you're out playing on an arcade cabinet. All right, so he sticks with Saishu and adds Shermie, keeps Takuma in there. Dropped Hyder, didn't seem to be working out too well for him there. Shermie, an old favorite of many players of this game, and a very unorthodox grappler type character. Wild and with a lot of really weird tools and normals to work with. There's a DP from Kazuma. Orochi Chris definitely a more traditional character, so to speak, as far as KOF tools are concerned. All right, here we go. Any mix-ups going? No, Kazuma not respecting that. Another opportunity, big damage off this command grab. Kaze, a Clark player in some of the later KOF iterations, so this is right up his alley. Another opportunity for a punish here. The Shermie shenanigans. And there's that drill, has a decent amount of recovery on its landing, though. And Kaze, for what was a pretty good start, not looking too good here. Only 3 seconds left. 2, 1. It's not going to be enough time. Kaze does the right thing as far as a tournament setup is concerned. Lets the round timeout. Stayed safe. Did not give Kazuma a chance to steal that round from him. He got back a pretty decent amount of health for it being on 0 seconds. Waited out that projectile. Nice jump CD by Kazuma. But Kaze not really finding the room to get in there. That projectile is mad huge. And there goes his Shermie without landing a hit. Saisyu coming in now. Chips away. Orochi Nagi punish. No, not fast enough. No combo there. Kaze definitely showing the rust of not playing this game for years up at this point. A little bit of fireball spacing here. Kind of getting a little bit of damage while he can from afar. Orochi Nagi tried for go for an anti-air version that time. Still a couple of big pokes, and there's the crouch A interrupting Kazuma's approach. Kaze one character away from advancing in this bracket. Yeah, Blue Mary's jump has been giving him some headaches in the mid-screen. Opportunity here. Catches him with an overhead. Right, knock towards the corner. What's the mix-up here from Kazuma? He gets himself cornered instead, and that was a big opportunity maybe for a combo. Gets him with a vertical arrow. These pressure resets from Kazuma, pretty risky, but they're working out pretty nicely for him. All right, anti-air is a spider armbar. Another vertical arrow, catches him with a DP, overhead. Kaze taking as much damage as he can from this before losing Saisyu. Takuma now coming in. Great anti-air fireball. Takuma's fireball, one of the higher set fireballs in the game, which makes it more capable of doing that. And Kaze has been getting hit by a lot of these pressure resets. All right, good job to Kaze. Advances with a 2-1 win over D Bd Kazuma in a fairly close set. As big bosses Dixon and Maurice get our next match ready for us, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the players that have already qualified for the global finals. Returning champion, of course, is Kambadoyu Xiaohai. The Germany stop gave us Dio Sinjul. He's going to be coming in from that tournament. Versus KSA's Buster Wolf, who is also going to be playing in the 14 tournament, will be joining there. The Mexico stop qualified Javier. KOF 2982, who is in this tournament. He is Kuwaiti, but qualified in the OU Gaming stop, which was in the UAE. ZJZ from Taiwan. Trahyon from Canada, who qualified in the Canada stop. The Colombia stop gave us Mao Suba. The Shanghai stop had Hechi VR. From Macau, Kamba Dako, about as old school of a KOF champion as you can get, and generally agreed to be one of the best kill players of all time. From the Washington stop, good old Laban, making it for the second year in a row, which means that we are guaranteed entertainment at 100% value at the Global Tour Finals. Jojo from Japan, qualifying as he did last year as well. Kento Berdahak from Indonesia. I believe he didn't make it last year. From the Chile stop, we had R Punk. The LA stop gave us J8CYH. Pac-Man Loon qualified from Malaysia as he did last year. A very entertaining Robert player. I really liked what I saw from him last year, and I'm pretty excited to see him play this year as well. And the Las Vegas stop gave us Juan, representing Mexico. So we're going to have Buster Wolf, who has already qualified for the global tour, the global world finals of the tour. He's going to be going up against local Botila. Should be a pretty interesting match. Botila still plays this game fairly regularly, has a lot of love for it. Buster Wolf definitely has been more focused on 14, but got the chance at the GamersCon in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia to qualify and make his way over to the World Finals. You can bet we are going to see Terry from Buster Wolf, probably Takuma as well. Botila, if I recall correctly, I remember he plays Joe. I wonder what other characters. Now, I wonder if he'll have something else maybe up his sleeve. Butila is on the player 2 side. He's locked in Yuri and Athena, or are we still working out buttons here? All right, so Yuri, Athena, and Orochi Yashiro. Buster Wolf going with Terry Takuma as we expected, and Orochi Yashiro. One of the things with the friendship mechanic is that it also decides how much meter characters transfer between each other in between rounds. Butila shaking his head at the configuration here. Seems to be having some problems. And a little bit of an interesting tidbit. Butila plays what was the default layout on the old PlayStation pads. If you played the KOF ports on those games way back in the day, it had a really weird config where light punch was the X button, and like it was really confusing for me. But that's the config he plays, and props to him for being able to figure that out. I can't do it. Okay, so looks like we are good to go. We're just going to reset the game real quick and get right back into it. Versus KSA's Buster Wolf versus Butila. Shoutouts to the Neo Geo World Tour with these nifty player cams that they've been using to keep you guys in on the player's body language and psychological shifts as the matches go on. Really hard work being done by Ray Mock here from behind the scenes. All right, so it's going to be Terry versus Yuri to start us out. Burn Knuckle, Burn Knuckle opener. Buster Wolf maybe doing a little bit of KOF 14. Oh yeah, that's right. He plays EX Terry. Now this character maybe doesn't have the amount of safe pressure that his normal counterpart does, but he has more damaging combo that he works with up close. If he's able to get a full punish, you guys will see exactly what I mean. Yeah, there's the punish. Butila knows. Great recta punish on the fire kick. But Buster Wolf wants that to connect because the damage on it is intense. Another difference between EX Terry and regular Terry is that the power wave from EX Terry goes full screen. Terry's is the half screen variant, the kind of projectile that started getting popular around KOF 96. Triple throw breaks! And another rising tackle. There's another difference with EX Terry is that his rising tackle is a charge motion, as it has been in most KOFs. Regular Terry's is actually a normal dragon punch motion. Now Orochi Yashiro comes in, a character who is known both for good long-range pokes as well as a very reset-heavy and confusing command grab mix-up game. As Buster Wolf closes out that round, Athena now coming in for Butila. Great cycle ball there. Building meter with a command grab. Buster Wolf with an opportunity. Oh, slams him right back to the ground on that confirm attempt. Another anti-air. That was, I mean, not quite an anti-air, but Buster Wolf kept twitching as he landed. Tried to go for the mix-up there to Buster Wolf. Butila not biting. You always got to be watching out for that against Orochi Yashiro. Charge C anti-air. Buster Wolf for the opportunity and combos into the super. That is very likely, yeah, that's the end of Athena's life right there. Well played by Buster Wolf, showing that he is not just a one-game player. And he's having a good time here. He's just qualified to the KOF 14 finals, and he is out to show that he's still got more up his sleeve. And there's a command grab mix-up. Is he going to do the craziness in the corner? Yeah, in this game, the corners are not the same. They are different, so that mix-up will work differently, also depending on whether you're player 1 or player 2. So there are a lot of little nuances to how this works in 98. Gets the cross-up for the win, does Buster Wolf. Butila maybe with a bit of a decision to make here. Keeps Yuri. Adds Benimaru now. Alright, he's going with Yuri, Benimaru, and Kyo. Drops Athena from the lineup. as well as Orochi Yashiro, sticking maybe with a simpler lineup, trying to go for a more neutral-oriented game plan. Benimaru, as he has really always had in KOF games, that excellent jump D, a good sweep, that Jinkin. But he also has a DP in this game, which he does not have in some of the newer iterations. Had it in 13, doesn't have it in 14. Guard cancel CD, you'll be seeing more of these in KOF 98 than you would in the later entries. Better damage and just better at getting opponents off you in general. Buster Wolf trying to go for a frame trap. Butila not biting. He understands how much damage it means if EX Terry opens him up. Nice close A for the anti-air. The Ido kick. The follow-ups on that are not as consistent as they are in the later games, especially with the heavy pushback. There it is, fire kick, and oh, he didn't have Rising Tackle ready on deck. Didn't have his charge ready to. It's supposed to cancel right off of the fire kick, so Buster Wolf was not ready to do that. Kill coming in now. Definitely a stable character in top level play. A couple of space burn knuckles. Jump down C, try to get in with a bit of pressure. Burn Knuckle has a decent anti-air hitbox that Terry can use, especially on hops. Catches the roll. Oh wow, yeah, that should have been punishable, but Butila not coming in with a close C. Buster Wolf with, I'm not sure what he was trying to go for there, popped the stock and lost immediately. Yashiro now coming in. But as you can see, he got one additional meter because the friendship between Terry and Yashiro is on the good yellow smiley face. Oh wow, I think he was trying to DP one way, but all the weirdness caused him to... he was maybe expecting Yashiro to cross him up, and instead came out with the Kyo's parry into uppercut, and that ends up costing him the round. Yuri comes in now. Tries to get him with the heel, not quite working out for him. DP opportunity for a punish from Buster Wolf, but with all that pushback and it only being a light DP, nothing doing. Wakes up with a command grab. What's he going to go for? Gets him as soon as he lands. Butila getting a little bit too twitchy here. Maybe not expecting which side he was going to get hit. He went for some craziness there to Buster Wolf. Crouch D to punish another crouch D. Standing D, Buster Wolf keeping it simple. Oh, that was not the right call from Butila. Only 8 seconds left and his Yuri is on the ropes. Guard cancel CD. Takes it for Buster Wolf. He advances with a fairly convincing 2-0 win over Butila. Alright, it's been a pretty decent start of this tournament so far, and it's still going to get a little bit more heated up. I believe I see the reigning KBR champion. Is he about to step up? Indeed, here he is. KOF 2982. Salim himself is stepping up to the plate. He qualified last year at this event, and he has already qualified, winning the Omni Universal Gaming Tournament. Shout outs to the OUG guys for their continued efforts every year in growing the FGC in Dubai and in the UAE in general. So Salim is going to go to the player 2 side, and his opponent, whose name I will confirm for you guys in just a second. Already setting up. All right, so our guy over here is simply going under the alias SNK. He's going to be KOF 2982's opponent here. Now, if you haven't seen Salim play before, you're potentially in for a treat here. He's a guy who is known to do full random select in earlier tournament rounds if he's feeling, if his confidence is feeling up to snuff. Very creative player in general, very aggressive player, and we'll see what he has, what kind of surprises he might have in store for us as we get going here. All right, so just setting up buttons here. SNK is a representative of Kuwait, so these two are very likely familiar with each other already. All right, seems like our players are ready to go here. Okay, advanced mode locked in for both players. You very rarely really see people picking extra. I only saw ET do it once in the global finals when he felt like being a troll and utilizing the potential infinite from Kyo that he's able to do. All right, so it seems like friendship levels are all neutral on Sadam's side. I didn't quite manage to catch it on SNK's side. All right, looks like we're underway. Or no, never mind. That was just slightly more intense than usual button check. KOF 2982 looking a little bit exhausted, like he maybe is on a bit of a lack of sleep, but don't let that fool you. Okay, let's see what he does now. Okay, so no, he's not doing part of what he used to do before. He kind of pick random earlier on in the brackets, kind of get a feel for things. Has gone straight for Terry, Yuri, and Mature. Yuri, Kyo, and Orochi Chris are what SNK has locked in. We'll take a second to tell which Terry we have power dunk, so that should be a good old regular Terry. Jump CD. Oh, rising tackle attempt by Sadam, getting a little bit high risk right out of the gates. No blocks. SNK. Whoa. All right, SNK with a pretty strong start here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, yeah, there we go. The jump CD windmills that Orochi Chris is very known for, and a slide anti-air. All right, so Sadam kind of waving it off. He's like, I got this, I got this. All right, so let's see how his adjustments happen with Yuri coming in. Kind of stretches his arms and he got to lock himself back in. Start trying to wake up a little bit. Gets hit by the cross-up. SNK, super aggressive early performance. Almost 50% on that combo already. Gets caught again. Orochi Nagi confirm. SNK on fire right now. All right, here we go. Went for the cross-up, completely whiffed it, and Sadam already on his last character after SNK comes out firing on all cylinders with this Orochi Chris. And here comes Sadam with his Mature. Excuse me. Real sorry about that. All right, the pressure from SNK really telling here. KOF 2982's life bar almost completely snuffed out. He's about to get OCV'd here in this first round. Or rather, second round match, because he got a bye, but still his first match of the night. Pops a stock, and he just wakes up with a DM and gets punished for it. SNK OCVing the tournament favorite. Well now. And I don't believe this guy participated last year. We've potentially got a new story starting here in Kuwait with this set. Is this guy about to stake his claim for the global finals spot? So, whoa, what? Then again, looking at who it is that just did this, I am not too surprised. Instead of responding by picking another team, Sadam has gone with going full random, which he got Kyo, Chang, and Benimaru, which is a pretty solid team to get. All right, Sadam starting out with a DP, trying to stay a little bit more solid, not allow SNK to smother him the way he did in the previous match. And immediate conversion off that jump CD. SNK still looking pretty solid here. There it is. The jump CD plane has taken off, and another confirm into Orochi Nagi. Not looking good for Sadam already here. and he was expecting a continued attempt at pressure. SNK so alert. Jump CD keeps Benimaru grounded. Jump D, trying to get this pressure going, but Saddam looking a little bit slow right now to block and react to what's going on around him. And another confirm into Orochinagi. SNK is so on point right now. Oh my goodness. Is the tournament favorite about to get double OCV'd? Is this what we're about to see? And a man who was already qualified once and twice. SNK is every confirm, every little crouch B he has landed has led to that Orochinagi confirm, and it's all down to this Chang right now for Saddam to try to bring it back. There's a jump D, and this is the first character SNK has lost. Trying to keep his head in the game. There's the anti-air. Oh! Alright, signs of life, but yeah, you can just tech roll that landing. Wow, what wake up, crouch C to command grab. Big damage here. On he tried to go for it again. The guard points. Anti-air DM there. It's not going to be enough. But Saddam showing signs of life here at last. Baited by going for several neutral jump Cs, then just stopped SNK's hop with his own jab. The Yuri now coming in, immediately pops a stock, and these normals from Chang are going to do a lot of damage here. A DM combo would have ended it. Saddam on the ropes, and the anti-air does it. SNK knocks a tournament favorite into the losers bracket. And I see an Extravagaming shirt on this guy's back. I guess that is the team he is representing. What impressive performance. That was excellent. Everything he did was just so on point. And this guy didn't show up last year. Like there were Kuwaiti killers that we didn't even see. Amazing. So Saddam's going to have to do a little bit of soul searching after that one. Granted, he can rest on the cushion. He can rest on the cushion that of his prior qualification already. So it seems that SNK has advanced now to go up against Maxato. All right, so after that little shock, SNK set to continue this tournament against another fellow veteran, Maxato. Maxato has been focusing more on newer KOFs, and actually throughout the weekend, his focus has mainly been on the Samurai Shodown booth that SNK brought here along with several of their big team members to showcase the game. Now, I remember he plays Goro Daimon in this game. I don't remember the rest of his team. But if SNK keeps up the pace that he started this tournament with, we might be in for Maxato might be in for a bit of a short set if SNK stays on point. That was brutal. All right, so we're going right back into it just so they can quickly do a button check, get their config set. And yeah, SNK, like Salim, these guys seem to have known each other from the moment that they stepped onto this set. And he does the whole tabletop thing. He set his stick on the table for a second. It seems like that's sort of closer in their mind to the whole classic arcade feel. Looks like we're all set on the buttons. Alright, so Masato is locked in. Saishu. Athena. No, that's not a Masato character. Okay, King. That's a character he plays. He plays her sporadically in other games as well. And yeah, it wouldn't be a Masato team without a big boy in the back. Goro Daimon, the resident big man of KOF 98, definitely. So it's Orochi Chris against Saishu, and we saw just now what SNK's Orochi Chris can do. Let's see if he can keep it up. Jump back CD, jump forward CD. The Orochi Chris mantra. Alright, Masato immediately locks him back in with a jump D. Gets thrown into the corner for his troubles though. Rolls out of the corner, doesn't want to wait under all that pressure from SNK. Oh, missed confirm from him that time, but he didn't have the meter to get it this time though. Oh, there's the opportunity, immediately goes into Orochinagi, and that is Saishu's life. That's how quickly things can turn around. Couple pokes, one combo, and that's it. King now coming in. Standing D, still a decent poke, not as fast as it is in some of the later entries, but still pretty good. Jump CD, that was a counter hit that could have confirmed into at least a reset. Standing B, you can see how weird that normal is in KOF 98. Launches a Venom Strike, but King's Venom Strikes, they don't go full screen, and she has a bit longer recovery on them than she typically does in later games. Another Orochinagi confirmed. Crouch the anti-air, well done. Punishes the slide with the throw. It's not a full-on punish because you can still tech. Nice jump CD by Masato. You can still tech even in that kind of situation, but maybe SNK not anticipating that he was going to get thrown. Kill comes in. Jump CD, launches a Venom Strike, maybe hoping to land him on it. Catches him with a hop D. Nice, solid play by Masato so far. Still at a pretty significant deficit. Nice punish there on the slide by SNK. Keeps it nice and simple, doesn't take any big risks, takes out King. Now Goro Daimon, you want to talk about a traditional KOF 98 matchup, these two right here. Daimon, a character with a lot of potential damage without really needing to spend much resources for it. Huge normals, big anti-airs, as well as his command grab mix-up game. Knocks down everybody in the background. Oh, he was going. I think that was super confirmed, definitely, that he just dropped there, did SNK. Oh, he just kept going with that pressure, but he didn't manage to continue his combo in the corner. There it is. Got what he wanted this time. Got opened up loaded, Masato. He wanted to get him on the landing there. Standing C. There's not much time left for Masato. Oh, we got caught by two hop Ds. SNK looked a little bit confused there, like it sort of just locked up a little bit. Maybe we're starting to see some consistency issues. Let's see. Just how far he's able to keep his focus. Gets him with a cross up, as most of the Yuris are wont to do when they're looking for an opening. Looks for the cross up opportunity by jumping at an ambiguous distance. Manages to catch Masato off guard, and that does it for game one. SNK wins it. Wasn't quite as clear cut as his wins against Salim, but still. Keeps Saishu and Daimon. Okay, Saishu, Daimon, King. As it was the first time. Let's see if he can manage the Orochi Chris a little bit more this time around. He took a lot of damage against him last time. Nice jump back D. You got to do that sometimes to escape pressure situations in KOF and kind of not allow hops to come at you at ambiguous ranges. Jump CD knocks Saishu back. Oh, Masato kind of hopping into no man's land there. And SNK had the meter to punish him for it, but wasn't alert to the possibility at the time. Jump CD, yeah, an immediate counter hit conversion. Takes the damage, all the damage that he can. Doesn't get it that time, though. That was a close C. Masato rused that missed opportunity, and that does it. Daimon coming in. He's second this time around, not anchoring. He didn't roll forward, so he wasn't able to set up himself for the Earthquake glitch that Daimon could do. Look at all that damage from just one command grab. Crouch A as soon as SNK twitched. Maxato maybe feeling like he doesn't want to put too much pressure on himself with Daimon anchoring. Wants to play a little bit more relaxed, not feel like he has to get big damage off of everything. Guard cancel CD. Oh, that was risky. Okay. Wow, that was the fastest mash of his life right there. Excellent anti-air crouch B, crouch A super, and gets him with the cross up in the corner. And there was the stun. Kyo, one of the characters that can just stun you out of nothing. Very strong character when it comes to stun pressure. Just especially jump down C does so much stun damage. All down to King here for Maxato. Catches him with a slide. Stand D. Keeps it simple. A couple pokes. Oh, but yeah, that's really been the key difference. That SNK's openings have just been worth so much more. Now he's staying patient as SNK, trying to find the opportunity. Great anti-air there by Maxato, not allowing the Kyo hop pressure to get to him. Oh, RED kick. Canceled off the stand CD. Maxato was not expecting it. He was, I don't think that was an intentional close D, but it worked out. Only 10 seconds left. Maxato in deep trouble here. Really difficult for him to make this comeback at this point. Guard cancel CD. Still has another meter. No reason for SNK to advance. This goes in. DPs, and there it is. SNK winning the set. All right, well, SNK has definitely gotten us interested in how his path in this tournament is going to go. Salim still kind of looks shocked back there, and it doesn't seem like he fully understands the magnitude of the beating that he took. It was, and as talented of a player as Salim is, if you're not on point, that's what's going to happen to you. Looking a little bit around this bracket to see what other names we have. Buster Wolf has advanced almost into winter semis, one match away. Same for QCFP's Kaze after winning his set against Kazuma. Zantetsu is already in there. SNK has already made it to winter semis, so he's our first player to make it there. Oh, if you want to talk about entertaining players to watch, though, check this guy out. Ganoon stepping up. Another one of the local old-school Kuwaiti community. I believe he still plays. He told me last year that he still plays the game every day. I wonder if he's kept up with that. One of the very rare Chin players in 98, and a very creative one at that. We do have some matches happening in the losers bracket off stream. So I guess it's quarter circle forward punches Badur, who is splitting this tournament with his duties, running a Undernight in birth EXE latest bracket. Unist is easier, isn't it? And he'll be going up against Ganoon. Both of these guys very old school players. Badur pretty much a repository of incredible SNK knowledge. If you want to sit down and really learn your SNK history about just about anything the company's involved with, you really want to talk to this guy. Former blogger, current day streamer. Now Ganoon, one of the strongest Street Fighter 4 players of the region, and definitely one. When I keep talking about creativity, Ganoon was the kind of guy who didn't really study anybody else's setups that much. He learned the textbook stuff, but he had a whole bunch of stuff all of his own to work with, and it made him an absolute thrill to watch. You gotta always go back to his famous victory against Dashio when the Capcom Pro Tour came to Kuwait for. Okay. I was waiting to see when Badur would realize that was the AI playing. Alright, so we're going to go run a quick button check before we get going here. And you can be sure that Ganoon is not going to be playing a team that includes Kyo, Orochi, Chris, and Yuri for sure. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Alright, so Badur's locked in Vice, a character that he plays pretty much in most games that she's in. Ryo, another staple character of his, Yamazaki. All three big Badur characters for sure. Terry, Heavy D, but he hasn't brought Chin. I'm kind of sad about that, not gonna lie. But still, oh, that is Heavy D is also a great sight to behold. Alright, Badur checking the friendship levels and putting Ryo second, so that the meter transfers to Yamazaki in that situation gets better. Neutral transfers no extra meter, just transfers exactly what you have. Angry Face transfers, yeah, there's the regular Terry play that you got to look for. A lot of power charges, a lot of high octane pressure. And Badur already thrown off. All right, sleeves Terry back into the corner. Command grab mix up. Gets him with that. A lot of damage. And yeah, there is something Vice hasn't had in the later games. The aerial lightning legs pressure. Power charge, combos into power dunk. Really strong spacing tool that Terry has. Very, very safe. Badur showing signs of life here. Power dunk, opportunity for Badur for the punish. Close D into command grab. Strong start here by Badur. But now, going up against one of Ganoon's specialty characters in Heavy D. Gets sleeve to the other side of the screen. Opens him up, and he's going to be able to continue with the grab follow-up. Stock is pop, and he mixes up into the SDM. That might kill. Very, very close. Gets the air block. Yeah, there are those jab confirms. Ganoon wakes up just in time to be able to land that kill. Badur with a very strong start, though, taking out almost two full characters. Now has Ryo. We got to wait to figure out which Ryo it is. Gets hit out of the air here. Nice air blocks. Oh, Ganoon, that is a very well matched throw. Messed up is confirmed though. Look at this pressure by Ganoon. Oh, that almost got the whiff punish. That was sick. We've confirmed that this is regular Ryo at this point. Frame traps into crouch C. Ganoon lost his Heavy D here, and he's only got Kenso to try to bring this back with. Couple of Chokyudans there. Oh, big opportunity. He wanted to go straight into a Rambu. Maybe should have done a proximity unblockable combo instead. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yeah, not as much damage as he could have gotten there, but still. Chokyudans, he's readily landing into them right now as Badur. Standing B takes out Ryo and puts this match back at a fairly even-ish situation. Yeah, and there's the extra stock from the friendship levels, but it was almost built up anyway. All right, nice solid play by Ganoon, showing strong zoning here. Opportunity for pressure. Good block by Badur and not letting himself get too carried away and trying to air. Yamazaki's long legs with all those heavy kicks. Opportunity. All right, kept the combo simple. Opportunity for Badur to maybe finish it here. No, he went for just the light version. Went for the... Wow, the bravery. He knows he got away with that, but he will not be upset about it. Badur puts the first point on the board against Ganoon. Are we going to get a second potential upset in a row here? Okay, Kyo. All right. That was a very, very fast pick. Kyo, Terry, Daimon. Ganoon getting a little bit of banter from the crowd. Let's see if he wakes up in time here. All right, here we go. Daimon time. Wow. This sweep to down forward C pressure that he's got going right now, that feels like such a Ganoon thing to do. Gets caught with lightning legs though. Yeah, that did not look like an advantageous situation. But doing a lot of trouble here with his Vice after such a strong performance with her last time, and there she goes just like that. Not able to move out of the corner, not able to really establish much of anything against this Daimon. All right, chooses to forego the Earthquake. Oh, that is a ton of damage. That counter hit on the trade on the down forward C, netting him about 30% just on that incidental launch. Nice spacing on that Koken by Badur. But Badur not feeling brave enough to get in to try to whiff punish right now. Almost, not quite getting that juggle. Oh, what a punish. And Ganoon now showing the strength that makes him another potential favorite to get to the global final spot. But Badur, he's no slouch. Wow. Ganoon just shutting me up at every turn. Another strong punish. All these mix-ups right now. Is he going to attack? Is he going to throw? Badur went for a wake-up command grab super, and Ganoon's Daimon just running roughshod over quarter circle forward punches. Badur here. Dominant display. OCV. So we are mostly going to keep the winners side of things up here on the stream as the losers matches advance in the background. All right, so no characters switches here, but Badur has switched Rio up front, but Ganoon is allowed to switch order between matches, and he exercises that right by putting Kyo up front and putting Daimon in the back. Well, there's a jump down C. We're already getting into potential stun territory if he keeps up this pressure. And another one. Wow, Link from crouch B to close C. Ganoon showing that he's still got the magic when it comes to this game. Kind of, I guess, maybe experimenting a little bit in the first match and getting punished for it. Now he's just kind of going in, giving his all to this match. All right, gets punished for that DP by getting sleeved into the corner. Badur try to go for a staggered sleeve string here. All right, nice big damage here. Wow, all right. That worked out. Threw the lightning legs right up in Ganoon's face. Maybe waiting for him to block it just to get the chip damage. And he manages to clutch out that round without taking any damage. Terry now coming in. Runs up with the rising tackle. The stock is popped though. This is really, really dangerous territory. Oh yeah, that was a really dangerous hop forward B. Badur with an opportunity, and he's going to be able to reverse the corner situation. Put Terry in the corner. Excellent usage of lightning legs to prevent the jump aways. Really good work by Badur here. Excellent corner pressure, but Ganoon finally manages to get away. And Badur being really cautious, not allowing Ganoon the opportunity to really get comfortable with the offense. And again, Badur with an excellent confirm. One character KO away from advancing and putting Ganoon into the loser side of the bracket. Can he do it? But this is the matchup that just completely ran him over last time. Oh, that was potentially a chance. Oh, just runs up with the DM. Ah, that was... He went for the sleeve there. Maybe a little bit of a rash choice. Hop back D from Ganoon. All right, big damage here from Badur. He's getting so close now. He'll be fine with that trade. Still, he'll be back to about maybe 50% health from this. Maybe a little bit less Ganoon. Yamazaki now coming in, and Badur is going to need to be very much on point to be able to clutch this set out. Stock is popped. Badur stayed safe, didn't want to do anything too risky. Gets tossed closer to the corner. It's dangerous territory. Badur the opportunity, but doesn't finish the combo. Almost punished the roll, but it wasn't a throw. Wasn't enough. Badur Mighty live to regret this. Oh, the trade not enough, but do it in trouble here. Oh, the super, but the stock had just finished. He's not getting the super version of it, so it's not enough. But Dude waiting. Tries to find his opportunity, standing, not landing, and the snake arm takes it! But Dude advances, putting Ganoon into the loser's bracket. It was a little bit touch and go there towards the end, but Badud finally found his hit, and he advances in the bracket with another upset. This tournament has been full of surprises already, and we aren't even close to being done. And Ganoon getting a little bit of smack talked his way from his local scene. I mean, with how much Badud is basically focused on Guilty Gear, Under Night in Birth, and all sorts of other games that he's been playing recently, it's pretty awesome to see that he still has his 98 work on point, especially with that Vice. Now we're going to have Lucky Generation Gaming's Yakub going up against... I'll get that name once I'm able to get it in a more legible fashion for me to not butcher it for you guys. In the meantime, just to remind you that this is part of the Neo Geo World Tour. Follow them on all your social media channels, Twitter, Facebook. Follow the stream on Twitch. Follow the YouTube channel to stay up to date with what's happening on tour. And also, you can go to NeoGeoWorldTour.com to check out where the future stops are going to be, as well as who has qualified. Now that we mentioned that, opportunity while the buttons are being checked to give you guys an idea of what other stops are going to be coming up. So, as we're already reaching the end of April, the upcoming stop after Kuwait Battle Royale will be in the Philippines on April 26th through the 28th. Then in Osaka, Japan at KSB, May 3rd to May 5th. The Saigon Cup in Vietnam from May 11th to the 12th. Stunfest at France, absolutely excellent tournament. One that's had a lot of hype moments over the years. May 17th to the 19th. Africa TV in Korea, June 15th to June 16th. Retro Spielmessen in Norway from June 22nd to the 23rd. The same weekend we'll also have Tiger Uppercut in Thailand. And then there will be, after that is basically when we will look in that TBA slot for the global finals. It is basically just that once the venue is set, the team will immediately announce on all the social media channels. So keep following to make sure when exactly that will be. So Buadam is going to be on the player 2 side against Lucky Generation Gaming's Yakub. Lucky Generation Gaming, that's a YouTube channel you can check out if you're into Arabic video gaming podcasts. Yakub is part of that team, and you can check out if you're into a lot of different hearing talks about a lot of different mainstream video gaming topics. You can go ahead and check them out. He is locked in Shingo, Shermie, and Ryo. Both of them are anchoring Ryo. Buadam has Yamazaki and Joe up in front of Ryo. So let's see what he's got going here. Opens up with a counter, and Yakub maybe not having his memory straight on how to stop it or how to get in underneath it. All right, there we go. Yeah, those Shingo bread and butters, proximity unblockable into the DP. Tries to get in close, maybe to get another opportunity to utilize it. Strong start here by Yakub. Catches him with the bodega. Loose attempt at pressure here by Buadam, gets hopped in on. Just goes straight into the knife. The knife thrust. Gets guard cancel CD'd. Yakub doesn't want to deal with that chip damage. Crouch C. Stopping Buadam from getting too crazy with that offense. Joe now coming in. Slash kick. That you can see how big counter hit incidental folks do, how big their damage is in KOF 98. Almost caught the roll. Not quite on point with that. Manages to get in the sweep. Very fast and good recovery from Buadam here in this first match. Shermie now coming in. No meters at all on Yakub's side. This throws a screw upper. Yeah, that's not the fast version that goes right across the screen, so the roll was not the right option. A lot of free damage that Buadam managed to get there. Tried to go for the meaty close C, but Yakub manages to roll out. He was going for a grab mix up there, I'm pretty sure. Mashing that throw. Is it going to be enough? Gonna be pretty close? No. Managed to get in that time. Got his timing on it proper, but not quite managing to keep up the pressure long enough. Gets Dynamite punched right out of there, and now Yagub, after a decent start, is down to his last character, Ryo. Yeah, he's gone for EX Ryo, going for a more traditional Fireball Dragon Punch game. That's something that this character is quite strong at doing. Went for the Golden Heel, did Boadam. He waited for another Coke and wanted to nail it with the super screw upper. Gets hit by the House Shokoken on his way trying to get in, and that is his Joe out of there. Ryo versus Ryo now. Is he also playing the EX version? Opens up with a trade. Well, Adam's urgency makes me believe that he's playing regular Ryo, so let's see. Yeah, definitely. That Hiachi Pukak only exists on regular Ryo. Standing C anti-air. Yagub keeping it very nice and simple. DP. Again, yeah, there you go. Very typical Shodown style zoning game. Keeps Adam on his heels, not sure of when to approach. Well done, Yagub. Stayed solid, just stayed very, very solid. Did what he had to do. So let's see what Adam might have. So Ryo, Joe, and this time switches in Yuri. Quick check on the friendship levels, and Yagub keeps his team, keeps Shingo up front at least. Yeah, saves in the same order. But I'm starting with Joe this time. Yeah, the double Hurricane uppers can. It's a neat little mix-up in the zoning game that you can use one Hurricane upper or two to kind of fade out rolls, so it works out. At least when you're at the distance to utilize that. Yagub dropping his combo opportunity. He had it. Double Hurricane uppers. Oh, wow. Okay. Waited for the potential punish. As soon as he saw it whiff, went for the super, and that is Shingo out of there. Sherman gets in, but it doesn't quite manage to finish that combo. Golden Heel gets caught there on Yagub's wake up. Mix-ups here, but no combo conversions. The slash kick definitely would have worked there. Yeah, hard to punish that on block. That's why Yagub was making sure to roll it as much as he can. Gets the command grab, and that is Joe out of there. Yuri now coming in. This is his counter pick when he got to switch his characters. Opportunity here for Yagub to maybe establish some advantage. Gets the knockdown. Not much going from there. That was very brave. Oh, the Rambu super rather not landing here for Boadam. A little bit too slow. Whoa, run up DM, that German suplex. The pain that Yuri is in right now after his back got broken. Hoppy seals it. Standing C tries to poke his way into there a little bit. Charging C anti-air, and he seems like he's stuck with regular Ryo. Wow, surprised him there, did Yagub. And he's starting to look a lot more confident with this Chermi. And again, and it's enough this time. Very well done, Yagub. Some really nice Chermi mix-ups towards the end there. Takes out Boadam, knocks him into the loser's bracket. This has been some pretty entertaining stuff, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying commentating it. KOF 98, like, it's a game about such small moments that do so much at once. Now, QCFP Kaze is in here in a team kill match against his teammate Badur. Badur is from Saudi Arabia, Kaze is from Bahrain, so there's no regional problems going on there, but they do have to play against each other in this team kill set. And the winner of this will be going up against the winner of Buster Wolf versus Marwan RX. All right, we're just waiting for Badur to get over here. I might be busy with some Munis business. Nah, there he is. He's on his way. shout-outs to Brook for sponsoring the Neo Geo World Tour events this year. They have provided some of the prizes, actually, some of what Buster Wolf picked up as the winner of the KOF 14 qualifier today was provided by Brook. All right, so there's Badur showing his support for Samurai Shodown with that cool Hawamaro Yoshidora shirt that he's wearing there. Samurai Shodown, if you guys haven't been following, set to release in June of this year for PlayStation 4, and will be released at a little bit later date than that for the Nintendo Switch. I believe it's coming out for the Xbox as well. All right, here we go. I don't know how much these guys have played 98 against each other. So this will be very interesting to see. Badur definitely more of a focused Guilty Gear player these days. Kaze, more of a Dragon Ball FighterZ player. But both of them old school KOF players that have been with this series for a very, very, very long time. Badur starts out with Vice as he did in his set against Ganun. Kaze starting out with Saishu as he did in his earlier set against Kazuma. Let's see if he's ready for this Vice though. Jump CD pressure. Badur with good blocks. He's been utilizing the air block mechanic in this game pretty nicely to keep himself safe. Waits for his chance. Kaze, a fairly patient player himself. Kaze, I'm not sure if those jabs are intentional little whiffs to maybe try to throw Badur off his game. Oh yeah, Badur thought that connected, but it didn't. And he's getting a lot of damage off the pokes here. Kaze not necessarily doing anything fancy, but just playing the KOF neutral as well as he possibly can there, and he takes the first round. Start of the second round. Ryo now coming in for Badur. Badur with a bit of pressure here, gets in a decent combo, but doesn't quite manage to convert as much as he can, but he's still in a very healthy lead. A jump B might have reached there, but still, either way, managed to get him with a hit Shipukiak, and that is Kaze Saishu out of there. Oh, father versus son. Almost got the jump, but as we mentioned earlier, Takuma's Fireball, very high set, very good at catching jumps, can be a pretty effective zoning tool. Neutral jump CD, Kaze keeping it very simple and very effective right now. He tried for an actual punish there, but Badur wasn't close enough. Gets a throw there, does Kaze. Needs a Fireball. He wanted that so bad, and we have not seen enough of that from our Ryo players today, comboing into, going into max mode and comboing into the instant stun punch for massive damage combos. Something we saw from our good old friend Alucard from Saudi Arabia last year. Guard cancel CD, it's all down to Yamazaki to take down two pretty healthy characters right now, and Kaze looking very, very solid. Displaying it very, very fundamental right now. Opportunity, Badur not getting the chance there to really do as much damage as he should have. Such solid play from Kaze. The moments he's choosing to hop, the moments he's choosing to hit his normals. Badur not getting close enough to start that drill. Went for the anti-air, didn't quite pan out for him. Only 8 seconds on the clock. It's hard to see Badur making this comeback. All right, opportunity here, chips him out just enough to take that round. Well, Yamazaki's probably a lot happier about that than Badur is, but at least he still has a chance to win the match. Hyder now coming in. It's actually pretty cool to realize that he's playing the actual old man team. The meters popped, but a nice usage of jump A. Went with a safe option there, did Kaze. Very well done. But Badud will be looking at that and wondering if he'd been a bit more patient, maybe looking a bit more for a better approach. Yeah, Vice, I don't think he's really going to be bothering with any character switches. It's more maybe of a playstyle issue. So Ryo's going to go in first this time around. He'll try to maybe go for a... He went in with Vice earlier to try to maybe establish rushdown from the beginning. Ryo maybe establishes a bit of a better mid-screen presence for him. Standing B, nicely placed. Oh, no DP there. Close A anti-air. I want to wager that that was a DP. Oh, that was not safe, but Kaze had the option to follow up with another Rekka. That might be what Badud was antsy about there. A little bit of a better start here. Nice neutral jump B. That was way too slow to anti-air there. Crouch C anti-air, and still a bit of a slugfest here. Nice jump D by Kaze though. The Kusanagi jump D really doing its work. Try to go for the Rekkas to snag Badud out of the air, or maybe try to go for a chip out. But still, the onus is on Badud here to go for the approach. And he gets him. Kaze, I think that was an attempt at a DP that didn't pan out. Badud takes that round. Takuma now coming in. Tries to go for a stand C for the finish. Yeah, that's how Shokoken not catching him by surprise. Kaze staying patient. Just waits for his opportunity. Chance for Badud to establish some pressure. And that trade, essentially, that's going to be barely any life lost on Takuma. Koken anti-air. Oh, all right. Command grab on landing. Gets a very hefty chunk of damage. Has Takuma in the corner now. Opportunity, and there it is again. Nice combo by Badud. The pressure really telling here. Manages to combo into his DM. Hyder now coming in. Kaze might try to play this a bit more patient. Utilize his projectiles to throw Badud off his game plan and try to take this back to the pace where he was comfortable in walling him out. But it's going to be difficult in the kind of form Badud is in with this Vice when he manages to get rolling. Gets a throw, sends him towards the ground, mixes up into the Stormbringer, and unlike KOF 14, that knocks backwards, so he manages to keep the corner. Gets a throw, really solid display by Kaze here. Is he the one about to advance into the winner's semis of this tournament? Yeah, Badud went with a big call. Opportunity here. All right, hard knockdown. A chance here with 13 seconds left, but I think he messed up a bit of media pressure. Got jabbed, and Badud is now down to his last character in Ryuji Yamazaki. Snake arms immediately open up. He wants to stay within the range of his pokes. Doesn't want to stay at full screen. Nice standing D to prevent the jump out there. Not a normal you see used too often. Went for the standing CD there, a move that became its own special move later on. Kaze hasn't popped a single stock. He's got to consider it at this point. Doesn't do it still, especially with him having the full screen control. Oh, went for the Stormbringer, but Badud. Standing C. All that damage on the counter hit. One more of those will be enough. And Kaze jumped forward already, committed. Badud snipes him out of the air. Barely managing to win that game to keep himself in this set. Now the score is 1-1. All right, no change of character as well from Kaze. Will Badud change order though? No. They both trust their characters, they both trust their orders, and we go into the deciding game 3. Pressure here by Badud, opportunity for him. Oh, doesn't quite manage to get a stronger combo than that, but still a decent amount of damage. All right, this goes into a simple Koken combo. Has got a pretty hefty life lead just from those two jump-ins that managed to land. Just rolls away. Wow, that was a tricky little situation. Badud could have taken a lot of damage for it. but it worked out when Kaze wasn't quite ready for it. Takuma now coming in. Badur trying to snipe those projectiles with Ryo's jumping chop that you see there, but it's not quite working out for him. At least he's managed to close the distance. Kaze is freezing up a little bit. The nerves maybe starting to get to him. You know he wanted the Rambu there. Or the Haoshokoken. No, what am I talking about? Instant stun. That's what he's looking for. Excellent usage of the guard point. Throws the Haoshokoken. Decent bit of chip damage at worst here that he ended up with. Maybe the DP would have been. Oh wow, Badur a little bit of sleep at the wheel there. Gets caught by the Shodown kick of all things, but he's still got a very good lead here, so we can't get disheartened. Kaze here establishing some pressure on Badur. Badur maybe a little bit shook by getting caught by that command grab. And again, jump D Kaze. This is the kind of game plan where he was showing a lot of success earlier. He thought there was enough whiff recovery to be able to get in a Rambu. Gets in with them lightning legs on Badur. Manages to take that round. Solid opening here from Kaze. Is going to try to utilize the screen control that helped him previously to be able to try to get back in this. Tries to catch him with that, and that is a huge super for Badur here to combo into. And you see how little damage scales in this game, if at all. And Badur doesn't quite manage to combo into the shoulder. That would have done it. Kaze on his last legs here. Still persisting on that stand CD. Hasn't landed a single one, and there it is. The air legs again, winning it for Badur in what has been a pretty strong tournament performance for him. Well done so far. Really good job. It's my old Guilty Gear training partner. It's been, wow, I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys about how entertained I am. There's just so much going on in this tournament. Badur with what is honestly been a bit of a surprise performance, especially when he took down Ganoon. But a win like that will give you belief that you can do anything in this tournament. And who knows? Who knows, with all these players advancing right now, which one of them can actually end up taking the qualifying spot? As we mentioned already, Buster Wolf and Salem, despite being entered into the tournament, are ineligible to get obviously to take a qualifying spot because they have one. So the next highest placing player will be the one to travel to the Global World Tour Finals. And I see Ganoon on the side fighting D Bd Kazuma. I'm going to try not to get too loud because they are literally on my left, and I don't want to confuse them mid-match, but Ganoon's looking pretty strong here. Alright, so Lucky Generation Gaming's Yakub has stepped up to the plate, and he's going to be going up against V/Zantetsu, who was the runner-up in the KOF 14 qualifier that happened earlier, losing to Buster Wolf eventually, after being very close to resetting the bracket and potentially giving himself the momentum needed to qualify alongside his teammates Arslan Ash and White Ash. Alright, Zantetsu seems to be confirming something here just to... okay. See, Zantetsu seems like he's been away from the game for a while, confirming how to pick the secret characters or the alternate versions of the characters. Yeah, he is locked in Orochi Yashiro, whereas Yakub already has Shingo, Shermie, and his third has been EX Ryo. He's sticking to that. Good friendship levels going on here. I guess Anchor Saishu would be the potential choice here, but I mean, you don't want to be anchoring Saishu, depending on Saishu to carry out a match for you. Alright, and there's a DP, and he's gone with EX Ryo. And Yakub plays the character himself, so maybe he'll be familiar with how to get around him. Or maybe not, as he runs into the second fireball in a row. And a third one. Zantetsu starting off nice and strong here. Gets punished for that DP, but it's not a big punish, so we won't be too worried about that. Yeah, Yakub a little bit flustered right now, not sure how to approach. And it's already only 13 seconds left on the clock as he's busy trying to wade through this minefield of plasma. And there it is, a timeout win by Zantetsu to open up this match. And we know Zantetsu to be a pretty patient player. He'll take 3 timeouts in a row if he has to. Again, immaculate with that DP, with those DPs. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. I said earlier that EX Ryo doesn't have the regular Henshin Pukyak that his counterpart does, but I was mistaken on that. Air fireballs. Zantetsu trying to just keep it nice and simple. All right. But again, another DP sends Yakub back to the other side of the screen. He's trying to get in with as much patience as possible, but it's not been working out nicely for him, and it looks like it's going to have to come down to the mirror match. And that DP is so precise of a punish. Its recovery frames are very short, so you have to be really on point to get a full punish on it. All right. Yakub maybe set to give Zantetsu a taste of his own medicine here. Almost got the punish on that roll. Couple of fireballs here to keep Zantetsu in the corner. DPs takes the trade on the air fireball. And now we'll see what Zantetsu has behind this EX Ryo. He's got Saishu coming up. We've seen a lot of Saishu in this tournament. Oh, he anticipated some form of movement. Or maybe it was just an execution error. It can happen. If you move backward, then forward, then do a fireball. It can, the motions can kind of get intertwined a little bit there. DP, and yeah, the pushback on the counter hit getting him too far. Oh, not a full confirm there by Zantetsu. Yeah, I like the patience from Zantetsu. Like, he doesn't want to commit to having to do too much hop pressure. Just keeping it nice and simple, taking Zentires where he can, but he's still eating a lot of damage in this round. Grind Cancel CD gets baited. Oh, air fireball. Potentially as a bait against the DP. Oh, the double KO. They're both down. And that's going to do it. And yeah, that's right. Yakub was already out of characters, and Zantetsu wins game 1. Lots of off-stream action going on that would also be pretty cool to see. We've got Maxado's playing against Ganoon. Salem is up against Wobster. There are a lot of strong players that that haven't been appearing on stream, which justifiably is for tournament running smoothness purposes. But all right, Daimon has come in now. Gotta wonder what Yakub has got going on with this character. He's still anchoring Ryo. All right, immediately wakes up with a roll into the invincible command grab. Close the distance. Nice jump CD gets in. He wants to try to smother Ryo as much as possible, not allow him to establish a zoning game. That was a huge opportunity for him to get a combo into a command grab and keep the pressure going in his favor, but he's lost it completely now, and he still has to try to make it back in. Guard Cancel CD gives him another opportunity. Standing CD sends him right back. Went for the roll, delayed fireball by Zantetsu, not throwing at the timing that Jakub was expecting, and that ends up taking the round in his favor. Shermie trying to close the distance here. Pop stock, really dangerous is Zantetsu right now. Every fireball and every DP will be doing more damage than it was before. You see that already. All this damage, he's already at almost 50%. That's 5 hits. That was 5 hits. All right, there it is. That should do it for Ryo. Better performance by Jakub against him this time. But generally still has to be cautious of how patiently Zantetsu has been playing this. Tried to get in on that, wasn't quite quick enough to get the punish. Shermie's grab mix-ups and her whole sequence of special moves does have high recovery if you don't end up getting anything off of it. Lands with the grab super. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dance she does at the tail end there. And it's an extra kick. I mean, might as well just call it what it is. But it gives way too much time to the opponent to just be able to get something off of that landing. Throw, hard knockdown. No big calls by Jakub there. Getting pegged back into the corner. Zantetsu still looking solid. Yeah, he goes into the DP, expected Jakub to try to get out. He was perfectly fine with that trade as long as he gets to keep the corner. Double DP attempts. The stock is popped. Jakub is trying to end this, and he completely flubs his opportunity. Tosses Zantetsu back into the corner. I think Zantetsu tried to do something on Wake Up there. Didn't pan out for him. Orochi Yashido now coming in, and is a polar opposite character to EX Ryo that Zantetsu started with. An aggressive, command grab heavy, mix-up heavy, craziness heavy character. Close A anti-air. I want to bet that was a DP. The stock is popped, so that's a lot of damage that he did. Okay, there's the opportunity. Yeah, there it is. Those Orochi Yashido shenanigans in the corner. You never know exactly which side he's going to be on as long as he keeps it ambiguous. Zantetsu takes it to advance further into this bracket. Now, it's clear neither of these guys has been particularly keeping up with 98 from what we saw, but the fundamentals are still there. Which, I mean, the KOF 98 is a very fundamental heavy game. You saw when we were mentioning earlier that how just 5 hits with an open stock, you saw how much that did. So that's almost completely set up our winners semifinals. Buster Wolf still has his match coming up. So if he wins, he'll be going up against QCFP Badur on one side of the bracket. On the other side is already V/Zantetsu going up against SNK. In the meantime, this Maxato versus Ganoon match is looking pretty intense over here, but nah, Ganoon's got a pretty solid lead. He's got Maxato down on his last character already. Not sure what game that is, but for those two guys to be in the losers bracket already, that tells you how difficult this tournament is. Alright, so Buster Wolf is stepping up. He'll be playing against Marwan RX. From what I can see, yes, that is going to be him. On the losers side, just to give you guys an update, Whoopster is going to be I believe he finished his match against Salim already. So the winner of that will be playing against Kaze. Gunpowder Man as I guess Emperor Cow defaulted, so Gunpowder Man advanced, and he's waiting for the loser of this match, if I'm not mistaken. Ganoon has already eliminated Kazuma and is potentially about to eliminate Maxato. So still, there's a lot more action where this KOF 98 tournament came from. But in the meantime, let's get a look at the guys we have coming up. Marwan RX is another old school KOF player. Good friend of Zantetsu's. They usually travel to a lot of events together. Now, we haven't seen him play yet today, so let's find out as he gets in there which characters he's going to be going with. some more unorthodox character choices that we're seeing here. Not as much usual of the usual suspects, Daimon, Kyo, Yuri, Chizuru. And on the flip side, EX Ryo has been a fairly popular choice, as has Terry. All right, looks like we're all set to go. Buster Wolf proudly sporting his victor's medal, as he should. I mean, it was a long road back to be able to get that qualification spot. All right, so looks like he's sticking with EX Terry, Orochi Yashiro, and Takuma. And Marwan RX has locked in Clark, Kenso, and Athena. All right, Marwan, he has not checked his friendship levels. Doesn't seem to be much of a big deal for him. Oh, never mind. I completely mistook Chris for Kenso. My bad. And there's the opener. Oh, man. Buster Wolf having none of this. Immediate rising tackle to get Chris off of him. Chris, I mean, regular Yashido and regular Shermie, most people will tell you are a few cuts below their Orochi versions, but Chris, not so much. Still a very annoying character, a very strong and fast character in his own right. Here's the opportunity. Look at this from Marwan RX. Great opener already. Not as damaging as his Orochi counterpart, but still every bit as effective overall. All right, Buster Wolf not finding it easy here. Oh, he wanted that close C. That would have been massive damage. Buster Wolf dropping his opportunity. He's not going to have enough time to try to bring this back. And Buster Wolf, he's never been a big fan of fighting against Chris, so he's got his work cut out for him. Tried to get in a cross-up opportunity, and Marwan starting off really strong right now. Oh, there he goes, Buster Wolf. Crouch C forward A. Hang on, Marwan RX finding another opportunity to land a super. Buster Wolf just trying to find that one poke to end Orochi Chris, but it's not been coming easy for him. And Marwan RX slowly making the comeback here. Oh, that was tricky. Buster Wolf not trying to do anything about it. That's going to do it. Immediately opens up that stock. Wants to try to make the comeback as quickly as humanly possible. Oh, that was a huge opportunity, but dropped his combo. But still, the stock's still open, and he's got Clark in the corner. Oh, wow. Napalm stretch of all things, and wake up super. That is gonna do it. Absolutely, there is no way he survives this. Super desperation moves, incredibly damaging in this game. In most old school KOF games, they do a ton of damage. Oh, opportunity here. Got in over the cycle ball. Athena's recovery on those fairly long in this game. Gets him on that backdash. Yeah, that was an opportunity. Just got a standing B off of it. All right, guard cancel CD. He's going to try to chip him out. He doesn't want to take too much damage trying to take out this Yashiro. Phoenix Arrow chips him out. Smart choice. And a little bit of friendly banter going in between these guys. Takuma now coming in. And as I mentioned earlier, for Buster Wolf, the tournament result isn't that important because he's already qualified. But a great pressure string here by his Takuma. He's looking pretty good right now. Didn't go into the Rambu, though. And he can keep up with his zoning here, though. Athena's Reflector might have a thing or two to say about that. Yeah, hit his button too late there. Got it. Yeah, there's the opportunity, but he doesn't take it again. But still, though, finds another cross-up. Quick crouch B, crouch A, chain, and that does it. Although saying chain is in KOF 98 is kind of incorrect because in KOF 98 you don't really have much of a concept of rapid fire normals. You kind of have to get the rhythm for linking them one after the other, which makes the crouch B, crouch A style combos a little bit more difficult than they would be in today's KOFs. So he's kept Chris and he's added Vice. Sticks Chris up front as he did before, as Buster Wolf going to have a stronger answer for him this time around with this EX Terry up front. Standing D to open up of all things. Yeah, no respect. Marwan doesn't seem to be too intent on blocking reversals. There's a throw. Yeah, Buster Wolf, I mean, he might be starting to get a read on this. Oh, not that time. Marwan waited and Buster Wolf tried to roll out. And again, you know he didn't want the throw there. Trying to space with the bird knuckle, crouch D to bird knuckle to try to close in the distance. Has him in the corner now. Marwan RX, oh, it gets clipped in the heels by the fire kick. Didn't expect Buster Wolf to keep going with it. And Chris is out. He was one of the stronger performers on Marwan's team last time out, so let's see what he has now that he doesn't have to have Chris to rely on. And it seems that he should have been checking those friendship levels because he comes in with 0 meters on Athena. Yeah, good bit of zoning. Oh, wow. Gets caught by that fireball on the wake up. Oh, opportunity, and that's going to be big damage right there. You saw that, about 40%. He tried again. Yeah, guard cancel CD is going to take it. Yeah, you can see these actually killing in this game. Yashiro coming in now. And as we've seen with Yashiro, he can get walled out for a decent chunk of the match. Then he gets one opening and he just mixes you up 7 ways to death. Wow, that was a pretty sick sequence, kind of locking the camera in that instance so that the fireball causes that whole trap situation. Not quite fast enough with the jump normals there as Buster Wolf. Counter hit though with the jump D. Still fairly even round here. Buster Wolf loaded with meter, but he's not spending any of it right now. Yeah, there it is. Catches the landing. Keeps it nice and simple with a very optimal meterless punish, and that does it for Athena. Marwan down to his Vice. Immediately brought her in to anchor the team. No meters either, and he's got nothing going as far as resources. And Buster Wolf has got everything. 4 meters at the deck. He's going to open one up now. No. Tries to stick with a mix-up here, but doesn't quite manage to pan out for him. Guard cancel CD to keep Marwan in the corner. Crouch C, but no follow-up. There's a sleeve. Yashiro's gone. But still, a bit of a tall order here for Marwan with how little life he has left. Takuma now comes in. A little bit overhead. Oh, wow. Yeah, and he could have comboed into Zanretskin there for bigger damage. Gets a throw on the roll out of the corner. Buster Wolf wasn't too comfortable of a win, but still fairly convincing 2-0 as he advances further into this bracket, rounding out all the players that have reached the winners semis stage of the tournament. We'll go ahead and recheck the bracket to make sure of what's going on exactly throughout. A lot of people still fighting for their lives in the losers side of the bracket. So yeah, Buster Wolf versus Badur, KSA versus KSA in winners semis. That's one side of the bracket. On the other side of winners semis, you've got Zantetsu versus SNK. So the next match we have, Marwan RX will stay right on to go up against Gunpowder Man, my partner from commentary on the KOF 14 Grand Finals earlier. So yeah, you can see he's right down there in the loser's side. We are close to reaching, the winner of this gets to loser's quarters. QCFP Kaze is fighting against KOF 2982, aka Salem, on the other side of the, and so those two winners will be playing against each other. Ganoon has indeed eliminated Maxato, LGG Yaqub is going up against Left Hook. Actually, that match is happening right now to my left. So we are going to hold off a little bit on the winner's side so that we can kind of take the rest of it in one stride later on. We are going to go through a little bit more of this loser side of the bracket now that we have the chance to. Hope you guys have been enjoying this KOF 98 Neo Geo World Tour Global Finals qualifier here at Kuwait Battle Royale 2019. Follow me at Twitter at the Pro Fighters if you want to keep up with what's going on with me. But more importantly, follow at Neo Geo World Tour to keep up with their events. You can see that they are, okay, let's try the other hand. These are all the social media channels that they are involved with, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, so etc. So make sure to keep following up with them to understand what's happening on the tour, how the system works. The website has all the previous qualifiers, all the upcoming events, so make sure to keep up with all that news as we approach the global finals in about 3 months' time. Now, Gunpowder Man plays Chang in KOF 14, so I will be very, very surprised if he does not play the same character here, where he is significantly better, to put it mildly. But of course, we'll confirm that bit of information once we actually finish up our button check. All right, looks like we're all set to go. Marwan seems to be a little bit of a loss on how to actually join the game here. All right, there we go. So I saw Gunpowder Man hovering over Chang earlier, so let's see if he actually ends up picking him. Clark, Chris have already been locked in for Marwan RX. Hydern, Takuma, Kim. All right, I'm disappointed. I was waiting to see Chang. But still, Kim, if Gunpowder Man has his Kim on point when he gets in, if his play with Kim is on point, I should say, we could be in for an entertaining match. And once that happens, as it stands, Marwan RX immediately starting off here with the Chris pressure that had kept Cluster Wolf on his heels, gets him with the cross up, and that's a great bit of damage to get in already just at the beginning of this round. Just 20 seconds in, and he's going to go into the DM, and very quickly Gunpowder Man's Hydern is done. Hydern, not really a character with much of quick defensive options. He has Moon Slasher, but it's not that quick, so he definitely has to commit to it. Has to be really know that you're going at him with it to be able to utilize it properly. Goes to the other side, gets a throw, hard knockdown. Oh, Marwan RX mixing himself up a little bit here. Gets him with the air-to-air. Nice jump back CD, well done there by Gunpowder Man. The crouch C not panning out for Gunpowder, and that rolls back. Great catch there by Marwan, but he doesn't convert. Still got a decent amount of damage towards the end there. He's pretty much got Takuma on the ropes. Clark now coming in. No command grab attempt there. That looked like a potential opportunity for to try for a defensive command grab. There it is. Punishes the Heian Shifukia. And that is going to be it for Takuma. It's all down to Kim now. Kim, definitely a very rushdown oriented character with a lot of tricky strings, as well as his Shokiak that he can use to alter his movement. Yeah, the B Hands-On has some pretty small recovery. Kim's normals a little bit weird to utilize in this game, especially if you're used to the newer KOFs. Also got Rekkas, so that is a cool little option he has when he gets in. Try to confirm into. Already time backbreaker time. What's he gonna go for? No, nothing. Oh wow, I actually caught him with that. That's not a very safe attack. It does hit low then overhead, so I guess people can be surprised by it every once in a while. Keeps up the Hishokiak pressure with the pop stocks. Lots of damage done very quickly here by Gunpowder Man. We're down the last character for both players. Vice coming in now. Builds up some meter with the Rekka, smart. Notice that Marwan was getting a little bit passive. Not much in the way of Hishokiak approaches. Yeah, not showing much respect and abusing the fact that Marwan doesn't seem to be too sure on how to punish some of what Kim's doing. That Hokiak was definitely a different story. Oh, gets caught by that sleeve trying to escape. And there's the grab. That might do it. Yes. Got the full sequence in there, and that is it for Gunpowder Man's Kim and his first game. Marwan RX, it was a little bit touch and go, but managed to keep it solid with his Vice towards the end. Alright, so no changes from Gunpowder Man in terms of characters. He's throwing Hydran in up front as he did before, but an order change from Marwan RX. Anchoring Chris this time around. Maybe feeling that Clark is going to be good at exploiting the gaps in Gunpowder Man's offense. Stormbringer not panning out. Jump CD keeps Clark in the corner. Jumps out with a jump D. Clark, definitely a legacy character in terms of his air-to-air capabilities, something that has stayed with him for a very long time. Oh, that was a huge attempt, but the Gunpowder Man fully alert to that possibility, jumping out early. Would not have been able to jump out had he just seen it and tried to react. A lot of guard damage here. Nice jump B, very well done. And guess the throw, Gunpowder Man takes the first round, knocking out Marwan RX's Clark. Better start by Gunpowder Man here. Another one of those will definitely be enough. Nice overhead by Marwan. Just needs a poke. Yeah, there it is. Flying legs takes out Hydran. So we're basically back at the starting point with two characters left for each player. Full health. There it is, gets that full sequence. That's a lot of damage off that command grab. Oh! And again, hard knockdown here. Oh! So Gunpowder Man immediately owning up to it. One character, yeah. Okay, so Marwan RX is... Marwan RX didn't care about enforcing the pause rule, but Gunpowder Man being the swell guy that he is just such a nice guy. Even in our pause situation yesterday where it was no one's fault, he essentially lost game one because he gave up a lead in the game that got paused, and the next game didn't pan out like the first one did. Props to him, but excellent sportsman. Goes for the Rekka sequence there. Jump back CD to keep Kim in the corner. Rough spot here. Is he going to be able to get out of this mix-up situation? Kim trapped now. What's he going to do? Excellent reflexes. Manages to get in with the dive kick super. Huge damage. Gets him with the Hangetsuzan out of the air. Just a regular throw punish, and the command grab mix-up not panning out from Marwan right now. Anti-air Hangetsuzan, and he just goes for the chip damage. Nicely done. Chris now coming in. Marwan RX one character away from making it farther into this bracket, reaching losers quarters. He pops a stock, excellent slide. Trades are perfectly fine for Marwan right now. Just one more hit. Went for it, but a little bit too early. Oh, that's gonna be a ton of damage. And there's the anti-air with the close C. Marwan RX takes it over Gunpowder Man, eliminating the ladder from the tournament. Marwan RX advances further into losers quarters. Well done to him recovering from his loss to Buster Wolf. I mean, he had a lot to deal with from that, and coming back from losing a set immediately to having to win another one is not an easy thing to do. Shout out to Marwan RX. Oh, looks like he is in for the long haul. So Salim, on his road of rampage through the losers bracket to try to make up what happened in the winner's side against SNK, now he has to face Marwan RX to put himself in a spot in... Okay, never mind. I said losers quarters. It is the next round that will be losers quarters. In either case, as you can see here, this is what we're dealing with in the bracket. Ganoon will be playing against Yaqub. Actually, they are playing that match off stream right now. So those two matches can have their winners decided, and then we will have to start the winner's semi side of the bracket to drop players into the loser's side to continue the matches that we have going on over there. So Salim, as we saw, he came up against SNK, who tore all the way through the bracket up until now, basically not really struggling with too much. He's going to have Zantetsu coming up next. That'll be an interesting match to see between SNK's aggression and Zantetsu's patience. Marwan RX has been in here for the long haul, taking on opponent after opponent. He's got Salim now to worry about, and if Salim has rediscovered his form, it might be a very difficult set for Marwan. Alright, just confirming that they are going to button check. Marwan's buttons are already set from the previous match. Salim will just double check, make sure everything's okay for him. He will definitely be thinking about the loss that he took in the first round and make it his motivation to try to make sure that he goes as far as he can, despite there not being anything truly at stake for him beyond the tournament itself. But he'll want to be performing well all the way up until he gets his chance to represent at the global finals. All right, our players are all set. Marwan has been mostly sticking with Chris and Clark throughout the teams that he's been picking. Let's see what else we got. All right, Yuri locked in now. Yuri, Kim, and Saishu for Salim. Chris, Athena, and Vice for Marwan. All right, yeah, no positive meter gains for Salim on his team right now. All right, here we go, game one. He starts with Kim against Marwan RX's Athena. Oh, not respecting any sort of attempt at an attack there. He just kept going with his own attacks there to Salim. Nice conversion off the counter hit jump CD. Salim going in very aggressive. Hard knockdown. What's he going to go with? Stomps, waits for the roll, manages to punish it, and immediately lands with the Hoshokyak after the Kim's forward A, and sweeps as Marwan tries to escape. Excellent, hyper-aggressive start. And this is the kind of thing he needs. He wants to get into the farther stages of the bracket as quickly as humanly possible. Guard cancel CD, knocks Marwan RX back into the corner, gets him with a kick throw. Smart option to reestablish corner positioning. Catches him with the sweep. Marwan RX getting really twitchy, just getting hit by everything that Salim is throwing at him right now. Guard cancel CD just to maintain momentum. Yep, there is no respect being shown by Salim for anything right now, and it's easily flustering Marwan RX. That's gotta be for sure. Gets in, nails a sweep. That's quite a few of them that he's landing as Marwan RX is not really watching his heels on the ground. And we saw that earlier on Buster Wolf nailed him with a fire kick out of a blocked string earlier. All right, he gets sleeved into the corner. Wow. Wakes up with that of all things. Oh, a bit of a flub on Saddam's end. I thought that flash kick might have been what he actually intended. Nice damage here. All right, got good conversion here by Saddam on the defensive confirm. Gets him with the sweep again. The moment he feels that faltering sense in Marwan's offense. Wow, that was kind of silly. Kind of threw his hurt box in there, got counter hit. And another sweep to take it. Saddam with an OCV. Looking very, very strong. Marwan will have to kind of unfreeze his play a little bit. He has to definitely, with how aggressive Saddam is playing, slowing down an aggressive player who is in form is pretty hard. But you have to make sure that you don't freeze up and allow them to be able to go around as much as they want. All right, so let's see if there's any change in order. He throws a Yuri up front this time, anchoring Kim. Whereas Marwan RX is going Chris Vice Athena. Oh, he just went for it, but that wasn't close enough for a close C punish. Wakes up with the command grab of all things. Saddam is just not caring about anything. He's just throwing caution to the wind. Marwan RX should not be allowing this to rock as much as he has right now, but the fear of a stronger player doing this to you, and as you try to wonder what they're doing. Okay, Saddam's kind of just indiscriminately attacking at this point. All right, gets him with the sweep. Saddam slows down his play just a bit. Oh, that was not quite on point. All right, a little bit of disrespect by Marwan this time. That's the kind of thing he needed to be able to start working his way back into this. Jump B to stop Chris from moving around in the air. Catches in there with a random desperation move, but still, Saddam still on the verge of taking out this Chris and restoring parity. Yeah, punishes a slide with the crouch B. Played a little bit more solid and just stayed patient that time. Got a little bit too carefree in the first round. Took a few too many hits unnecessarily. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with Saddam right now. He seems to be a little bit upset about something. Those few standing Ds he was throwing were kind of weird. Catches with the sweep. There it is. Confirms off the close C into the SDM. That is... All right. Saddam, I guess, cleared up what was bothering him, and it seems like he's doing okay now. I guess a DP in there. Saddam now trying to keep up the pressure. Yeah, excellent confirm again into the DM. And he's just maybe one hit away from advancing. Oh, never mind. Shining Crystal Bits. Takes down his Saishu. Athena's anti-safe jump, anti-anything from the air tool that has persisted with her for years. Kim has no meter, but that hasn't really bothered him when he had him on point. But it's Kim that has to get in now. And Marwan is definitely going to be trying to utilize that to his advantage. Stand CD prevents the teleport out. Saddam just kind of trying to play solid. Oh, wow. Hit him with that jumping A out of the DM. That was terrible for Marwan RX. Saddam kind of just waiting there and blocking. I don't know what is happening with these mannerisms from him right now, but still manages to get the win with the sweep. Solid victory, and he advances further into the bracket. It has been known a little bit that Saddam is a bit of an eccentric personality, has a few quirks, so to speak, but there's no denying that he is an absolutely talented player. All right, now it's time to move back to the winner's side of things. Ganoon will be waiting for... Ganoon and Salim are both going to be waiting in the loser's side, and that is as scary as it gets for anybody who drops down there. SNK is going to play Zantetsu. Buster Wolf has Badur to worry about, so those are two pretty good matches we have coming up. Just trying to summon quarter circle forward punches Badur here. Seems like Badur might have been summoned on some other business for the meantime. We'll try to figure that out, or maybe get the other match started in the meantime. Zantetsu and SNK, as far as I can see, are here. No, I actually don't see SNK. Okay, Badur should be here shortly, from what we just got informed. Yeah, there he is. And we should have Zantetsu and SNK on deck, ready to play the match right after this. And let's keep in mind, up until now, with the players we have left, that nobody has locked in the qualification spot that comes after Buster Wolf and Salim's placements in this tournament. Assuming they're top two, depending on where they land, anything can happen. This spot is still very much up for grabs. Badur has had a pretty solid run in this tournament so far, and maybe, just maybe, he can stake his own claim at this. I see SNK has arrived, so he and Zantetsu will be able to step up to the plate right after this match is over. Buster Wolf showing a little bit of disdain at Yuri's overhead, having such a good hitbox, but hey. All right, here we go. Let's get into the serious business now. Winners semifinals versus KSA's Buster Wolf up against quarter circle forward punches Badur. Yeah, no changes on Badur's team. Vice Yamazaki Ryo. And of course, for Buster Wolf, a man who always believes in sticking to your guns, generally always will, EX Terry, Orochi Yashiro, and Takuma. Although there have been some order changes for Badur, Buster Wolf has mostly stuck with his order of Terry, Yashiro, Takuma. Standing knee to open up the round. Has pretty good reach, if a bit slow. Rising tackle to prevent Badur from thinking that he's got a license for air control here. Wow, a lot of slightly wild burn knuckles going in here, but they've been working so far, and already Buster Wolf with a 50% advantage. Buster Wolf is going crazy right now. I'll guess the wake-up throw, though. Oh, wow, yeah, that whiff, that attempt at a whiff canceled special, not working out for Buster Wolf. A little bit of a slugfest to open up this match right now. Yachipukiak, yeah, that would have chipped anyway, and Badur gets the opening round. Is his good run set to continue here? Oh, I guess the cross up. And if I want to potentially pinpoint a trouble matchup for Badur, it's having to deal with the nuances of Orochi Yashiro's mix-ups. But then again, Real, aka Buster Wolf, does have to deal with this vice right here. Yeah, no respect here. Immediately just hits him with a crouch C into forward A just to continue his pressure situation in the corner. And that might be it for Vice. Almost. What? What just happened? I will not pretend to know enough about KOF 98 to fully understand what Badur just did, but it was awesome. And I will have to ask him to explain that later on. And Buster Wolf again. Crouch C forward A has been such a staple part of his pressure, but there are times where he's not in range for the forward A to connect, and his opponents might want to try to make more use of that. Not committing to the standing D yet. Takes the chip damage. Snake Arm for a little bit more chip damage, and yeah, kept the mental pressure on Buster Wolf all the way through. Well done to Badur, very well played round. Down to last character for both of them. We are still at best 3 out of 5 in this top 8 winners side set. Alright, opens up the stock. Time for big damage, no. Gets hit with a combo upon landing. Oh, the hit stop kept him in the air long enough for the projectile to land. Yamazaki's huge frame having a lot of trouble getting over these Takuma fireballs. And Buster Wolf kept his play rock solid. Takes the first game. And he's just having a good time. He is a man celebrating by potentially making winners finals of this 98 tournament. If you've just joined us, just to explain that statement, Buster Wolf did win the KOF 14 tournament that we had earlier, thus qualifying for the Neo Geo World Tour Global Finals. So, and he's already qualified at KOF 98 as well, so at this point, he's just playing just for pride. Rising tackle on the other side. This Terry's rising tackle being a charge motion, so it allows that kind of thing to not have to worry about him changing his motion. Wow, fire kick spacing into rising tackle, and already a stronger start. Bird knuckle not quite catching. Oh yeah, it's hard to run in and punish that. All that pushback, by the time you get in there, recovery's over. Buster Wolf will be perfectly fine with all those trades, just throwing bird knuckles. Oh, okay, did the slow house Shokoken. Yeah, there's the power wave taking out Badur's Ryo. He's got to make some adjustments over here. Buster Wolf looking very, very confident, and he is a scary, scary player when he's confident. Oh, the trade on the sleeve, unfortunate for Badur. All right, as much as could have gotten out of that situation, and that'll do it for Terry. Good recovery by Badur, not to let the match start slipping away from him here. His best matches have generally been when it's Vice who manages to get going, and he will want that to happen as much as possible right now. All right, corner carry, and again, there it is, that little sequence grab that she can do. Ooh, wake up command grab, and now we got to deal with the Yashiro shenanigans. No, Badur just gets right out of there, not having any of that. Knocks Vice down to the ground. The stock is popped. This will cause some tension. Oh, he barely missed nailing that jump. Badur is just a little bit too quick with that shoulder. Crouch C to keep Yashiro from being able to get in above him. Catches him with the sleeve, puts him in the corner. And then just went for the chip damage. That was like overkill chip damage right there, but it was enough. And Badur really needs to be able to keep up this momentum right now. Oh, he's opened up the stock. Keeps it up with a Koken instead of Zamretsuken. Shodown kick of all things. Still not enough. Yeah, it's a fairly safe decision from Buster Wolf. It was well spaced, difficult to punish at that point, and Badur had a lot more to worry about. Oh wow, just caught that toe, the tip of those shiny shoes, getting swept up in that Rambu super. And this matchup has not been going well for Badur, but he manages to get the reflector to maybe just make Buster Wolf cut out the fireball zoning a little bit. Oh yeah, he has to release it on command. He doesn't automatically release it in this game. Catches him with a snake arm, but still worrying stuff here for Badu. Oh, that was potentially really bad. Oh, there it is. Missed snake arm there, and that was probably confirmed that got whiffed, that got missed, and then buffered into the snake arm. Badur goes down into the loser's bracket after a valiant effort against Buster Wolf, and Buster Wolf has already made it into top 3. So he still leaves it very much up in the air as to who can potentially take this spot to get to the Neo Geo World Tour Global Finals. V/'s captain and proprietor is Zantetsu about to get in here up against SNK, who has been one of the shining lights of this tournament with his hyper-aggressive Orochi Chris play. All right, Zantetsu already stepping up. SNK was just here. Yeah, there he is, ready to go. All right, so our players are stepping up. Zantetsu versus SNK, as I might have mentioned earlier, it's a matchup between two players of very clashing styles. Zantetsu, a very, very patient player. He'll have EX3O out there. He will attempt to zone you out as much as he can. SNK, super aggressive. His Chris will stay right up in your face as much as he can. Very, very accurate with his confirms. And it's going to be a tall order for Zantetsu's defense to hold up against the way SNK plays, but let's see. So just to remind you guys, this event is also part of the Kuwait Battle Royale, the yearly fighting game extravaganza that is hosted by Fikra Kuwait, which also runs side by side with the convention GX. Shoutouts to them for their hospitality. Shoutouts to Brooke for the sponsorship of the tournaments with prizes, and shoutouts to the Neo Geo World Tour staff for all of their hard work. Dixon right up there helping the players set up the buttons and make sure the tournament's running smoothly. Maurice running the bracket, make sure all the players are present and set up to play. Ray back here doing all the stream work. Really hard jobs, pretty much thankless jobs that I'm just trying to highlight to just give them the gratitude that they deserve. All right, so quick button check here as they get into their grooves, because for sure neither of these guys are playing these particular characters. Oh, and it seems like Ganoon versus Badur will be going on the off-stream setups. Again, it's just time is kind of running a little bit short. A little bit of technical difficulties on the main stage delayed things as far as getting this tournament started because we had to finish KOF 14 first. All right, so EX3O, we know that's EX3O for Zantetsu. Orochi Yashiro, Orochi Chris and Kyo already in for SNK, and Yuri, his last character. Saishu, of course, propping up Zantetsu's team. I don't think he'll be anchoring him. Yeah, Orochi Yashiro on the back, EX3O in the front, and Orochi Chris starting out for SNK, as he has been throughout the tournament. And there it is, the jump CD plane. Taking off again from Orochi Chris. Oh, there's the opportunity. Exposed Zantetsu's lull in attention for a second there. Excellent conversions on those. Gets as much damage from them as possible. Textbook KOF there. Great combo into the proximity, unblockable, and Zantetsu was trying to DP. You can see there from his body language, he wanted it. Didn't feel like he was under as much pressure maybe as he was expecting, and maybe the disappointment from the expectation once he saw how the match was going kind of flipped against him. Tried to catch him on the landing, nothing doing there. Standing CD, sends Saishu back, and there, the confirms are so on point from SNK, as they have been throughout the day. Jump D, cross up. Ah, yeah, that's a totally missed opportunity by Zantetsu. Just throws the DP out there. He's got a bit of a wry smile on his face, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I can do here. It's looking a little bit overwhelmed now, a little bit like he's not entirely sure how to handle this. But Orochi Yashiro is definitely a comeback-capable character, so let's see. A lot of jump A's right now. Okay, it's working out so far. Jump CD to send him right back to the corner. Yeah, there it is. He has been so good with those. Catching people's landings with crouch B starters into Orochinagi. Catches him with the cross up, and that's going to be another Orochinagi finisher. Tries to catch her with a slide. Yeah, there it is. He has just been letting people hang themselves on all those jumps. He did that to Salem. He did that to Zantetsu just now. He has been so good at exploiting that. Which really, to be able to compete at KOF at the highest level, if you're winning neutral, you need to be forcing those kinds of situations and winning them consistently. So Zantetsu now brings out Orochi Chris, and I guess he's going to fight fire with fire. That was not intended as a pun, but I guess it'll work out that way. But he will still not start him. He'll go with Saishu up front. He's dropped the EXVO. Forces Chris to land on the fireball. SNK will wait for his opportunity, and you know once he finds it. So far, he's been very good at taking it. Let's see if that's something that changes, though. As maybe the concentration wanes, maybe consistency problems happen, but he has not been looking like any of that might affect him so far. Nice jump C. Ah, he was attacked a little too early there. Still managed to get a decent chunk of damage off that jump CD, counter hit, continuation into jump D. All right, opportunity for Zantetsu here. Oh, he just... okay, no respect. Gets him with a DP. All right, he'll take that trade and take that little bit of damage. Zantetsu letting us know how he really feels about Orochi Chris. Not liking facing this character. It's been pretty rough. But really, it's been SNK's outstanding play that has made the character such a pain to deal with. Okay, opportunity. Is he going to go for the cross-up? Oh, immediate rollout. Anticipated by Zantetsu into the throw. Command grab might have been better, but hey. Guard cancel CD, and there goes Orochi Chris. All right, now kill comes in. And there is very little that is scarier than a kill in full flow, but let's see if SNK can reach that. All right. Quick little combo from Zantetsu there. Opportunity. Now Orochi Yashiro gets to play his game. Oh! He properly trapped him, but he didn't manage to convert it to anything worthwhile. Is Zantetsu going to regret leaving SNK on his feet? Oh, there's the opportunity. He got the jump down C. Confirms into the super. He's going to have to keep falling. Oh, he didn't roll out. That knockdown could have been really bad news, but Zantetsu manages to work his way out of that situation. He's still at a life deficit, though. Jump D, snags him. Oh, opportunity, but Zantetsu lets it go. He was not ready. He was not ready. Now his Orochi Chris steps into the field, and I'm not sure how ready he is with this character, especially against what seems to be an Orochi Chris specialist in SNK. But it's okay, all right, so far. A lot of hop Cs of all things rather than full jump CDs. But still, hey, it worked out. Zantetsu gets that round, and we are still at an even keel here with just Zantetsu having a meter advantage. Oh, SNK not taking that opportunity. He's letting some punishes go. Oh, utilize the invincibility on that to get through the guard cancel CD. Incredibly smart. Oh, gets him with the cross-up. What was that? Unfortunate execution error there. He's going to try to go for another cross-up opportunity, but SNK all of a sudden potentially about to drop a game here to Zantetsu in a pretty nervy affair. Zantetsu staying solid. Oh, no, that didn't work out. Only 5 seconds left, and Zantetsu manages to get in with the hop D, and he doesn't believe it. He is celebrating that like he's won the tournament. SNK, now I'm not sure how many tournaments he plays. It might be tournament nerves starting to creep in as it starts to set in that these matches are the ones that might qualify him to go to the global finals, that these are the latter stages of a tournament. He's showing some nervous body language here, and I'm not sure what all the factors that could be down to are. But at the moment, it's clear that he's not displaying the same kind of form that he was earlier in the tournament, and indeed earlier in this very set. 1-1 is the score. Neutral hop A by Zantetsu. There's a standing D to keep Chris out of the air. Yeah, there he goes. Landing anti-air. Utilizes the complete lack of trip guard in KOF. Alright, there's a DP. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one for Zantetsu to scout out, and it was a counter hit too, so SNK had already committed to the attack. Keeps up the pressure. Jump back CD. Excellent neutral here by Zantetsu right now. Oh, gets crossed up, and he is not happy about that in the slightest, but that's what you got to deal with sometimes. Alright, there's the anti-air. Oh, opportunity. SNK is looking shaky here. Got crossed up. He's been rolling out of those before. All right, confirms into the Orochinagi. Getting back into the swing of things here. Oh, Zantetsu with a bit of an odd sequence there, allowing SNK to get back into this. Standing A to prevent the jump out. Good block on the cross up. Guard cancels CD. Spends the meter. He knows it's worth it. And now, maybe, just maybe, Zantetsu has a chance to make it to the winners finals and to run it back against Buster Wolf from KOF 14. RED kick from SNK. The set is not nearly over. He's still got a lot to say about this. A lot of jump down C's happening. Excellent DP. That's the kind of stuff he needs to be doing more often. Just be consistent, because he definitely knows what he should be doing. And here we go. Zantetsu, excellent corner mix-up. All right, takes all this damage. This is all just fine. Gets caught on the landing again. He is so wary of SNK's aerial approach that he's trying to preemptively stop it, and he's getting caught on his heels a lot. His own Orochi Chris coming in now. Crouch C, landing. Forward B is connecting. He just needs anything. There it is, jump B. And Zantetsu potentially about to flip the script a little bit here. Jump D to keep Zantetsu grounded. Tense finale here, both on last character, both with 2 stocks. On that jump B, really key. Excellent roll away by Zantetsu. Had the opportunity for a little bit of extra damage there, didn't take it. Guard cancel CD, sends him back. He rolls out as soon as he sees that jump. Zantetsu's patience and defense paying off so far, but he's taking more damage than he's giving so far as well. Sends him back. Patient play by Zantetsu. Excellent with punish with the slide. It's looking pretty good. Excellent neutral jump. He's playing so patiently. He's been so good. And he's got him. There's the opportunity. Zantetsu wins it 2-1 and advances to winners finals. Oh my goodness. He is so happy about this. And I get it. That was a tough win. That was a really hard-earned victory. And of all things, the top 2 of KOF 14 are now about to run it back in KOF 98 winners finals. A set that, looking at the earlier bracket, was not the expected one, but it is the set we are going to have. Tournament experience really counting in this. Oh, and SNK and Salim are going to have to play out to see which of them is going to get the chance at running it back. But then one of them has to eliminate the other, and then the winner of that has to eliminate Ganun. So 2 Kuwaiti contenders are going to be eliminated in the next 2 sets. So it looks like maybe one of the loser sets might have to go off stream. Now, the thing about it is, if Zantetsu wins, what Zantetsu needs to guarantee his spot, let's see. The other players that still haven't booked a spot would be Ganun, Salim, and SNK. So, since 2 of these guys are about to get eliminated, whoever remains, yeah. If Zantetsu wins, no, that doesn't really guarantee anything. There's no situation right now that guarantees what happens. Never mind, there is one situation. If Salim is the remaining player from this scenario we described earlier, then Zantetsu, automatically having already made top 3, will get the remaining qualifying spot. If Salim doesn't make it and someone else does, that player has the opportunity of upsetting the scales and taking the spot away from Zantetsu. But right now, Zantetsu, with that win against SNK, is in the driver's seat, potentially has control over his own destiny as far as his qualification is concerned. Alright, so as the players get set up here, thumbs up already. So yeah, SNK and Salim are already going to play off stream. The run back is unfortunately not going to be viewed. So, no significant changes that I'm seeing right now. Takuma, AX Terry, Orochi Yashiro, Saishu, Orochi Yashiro, but Orochi Chris now coming in instead of EX Ryo, as Zantetsu not believing in keeping up with that character. So, yeah, the ironic thing is that right now this set is not going to go a long way towards deciding is not going to go the longest way towards deciding who gets the qualifying spot, but what's happening in the losers. But that doesn't take away from the quality of the potential quality of the set we're about to view. As Zantetsu throws in a lot of folks, stuffing Buster Wolf's crazy offensive attempts. Oh wow, he gets underneath that guard cancel CD and continues into the rising tackle after the fire kick. Catches him out of the air with that C burn knuckle and crosses into the corner. The corner mix-ups in KOF 98 are so insane. There's just so much happening in KOF 98's corners that not everybody can fully understand. So much variance in there. Ah, he wasn't close enough for the close C punish on there. Alright, so Buster Wolf, I guess he messed up a rising tackle in that instance. Alright, Buster Wolf gaining a bit of momentum here, pushing Zantetsu towards the corner. Neutral jump D. Crouch C from Buster Wolf, defensive crouch C. It has been a hallmark of his Yashido play today. There's the command grab mix-up. Zantetsu gets in there. At least winning would help him have a better shot at the qualifying spot. Because then, even if somebody who isn't Salem makes it into through the losers finals and defeats Buster Wolf, that would leave Zantetsu at least on the winner's side in order to be able to advance. Buster Wolf with a strong zoning game here from Takuma, though, taking out Orochi Yashiro. Chris comes in now. Oh, there it is. The Buster Wolf special does not allow you to think that something unsafe that doesn't get punished is going to go unpunished from his end. Similar to how he uses rising tackles in KOF 14. Haosho Koken just throws it out there. Oh, there it is. Also, since this is winners finals, this is best 3 out of 5 as per Neo Geo World Tour standards. Guard cancel CD, and Zantetsu with some strong aerial poke play is almost back into this. Even life here. Oh, guard cancel CD not hitting its mark. Got him that time. The chip damage. Oh, there's a guard cancel CD. Buster Wolf. Oh, there. Yeah, the smart choices by Zantetsu. All the celebrations all the time right now. So 1-0 up for Zantetsu in this best 3 out of 5 winners finals. I guess with the stakes for Buster Wolf especially not being so high, he's able to play a lot more relaxed. And we're not seeing as much of the tension that he might have been experiencing during KOF 14. But there's more on the line for Zantetsu with the qualifying spot still up for grabs for him. Power Wave anti-air. Good start by Buster Wolf. Couple of wayward bird knuckles hit by the Yamibarais there. Oh, there's the opportunity for a full fire kick combo. Look at that damage. Oh, that was I saw a rising tackle, I thought. Oh, the bird knuckle, but Zantetsu hitting his jumping V a little bit earlier to prevent it. Yeah, that's not an overhead despite all appearances. And all of a sudden, Zantetsu is that close. Oh, but Buster Wolf doesn't hit the fire kick. Oh, okay. A little bit of a delayed combo there by Buster Wolf, quote unquote. Tries to get in that jump CD. Gets command grabbed on landing for his troubles. Yeah, Buster Wolf has to move eventually, and that standing view was waiting for him whenever it happened. Orochi Yashiro versus Orochi Yashiro. Standing V sequence there by Zantetsu to start pushing Buster Wolf towards the corner. Oh, huge opportunity. Took it by going for the damage. Zantetsu, well, he's lost control of the corner. Buster Wolf with the opportunity to start giving some of that damage back. Nice jump back D, and manages to get the sweep as Buster Wolf kept trying to approach to put himself in a pretty firm lead here. Buster Wolf, excellent reflexes to stop the DM there. Went for the Rambu, expecting maybe a bit of wayward movement by Zantetsu. Never came. Excellent fireball gameplay here. Went for the cross-up. Zantetsu blocks. Guard cancel CD to maintain the space. Oh, almost got him. Almost. That was very, very close. Gets him with a throw eventually. There goes Yashiro. Oh wow, that trade kept Chrysler in the air long enough for that fireball to happen. For that fireball to snag him out of the air. Gets him with a sweep. Buster Wolf stock is popped. This could be really bad for Zantetsu as he's trapped in this corner. Buster Wolf gets another one. Oh, this is really bad. No, doesn't get the full combo. Oh wait, is it only? Yeah, so it's best 3 out of 5. We're confirming now. And Zantetsu, after being elated for just a little bit, after feeling just a bit of relief, now has to try to get his head back in the game to win a game 3 over Buster Wolf. All right, there's the combo by Zantetsu to open up this match. Pressure here, standing D to prevent the jump out. Ooh, big damage. Big damage. And again, oh, he didn't go for the forward A there. Strange. And another rising tackle by Buster Wolf, but the punish is left on the ground there by Zantetsu. Standing D has been doing really well with that to prevent people from getting up in his aerial space too often. Excellent usage of the fireball to stop the fire kick there. Good anti-air work there. Oh, excellent combos into the Rochinagi. Huge damage here. Zantetsu with a chance to establish a really firm lead. Throws the DP, anticipating a poke. Buster Wolf's Yashido coming in now. Buster Wolf trying to get in there with his Silver Yashido, trying to keep Zantetsu cornered. Pops a stock. Incidental damage will mean a lot more here. Oh no, he thought it was close enough to start a confirm. There it is. It didn't quite combo, but Zantetsu's mix-up still worked. And he's got Buster Wolf on the ropes here in this winner's final. Oh, caught him there. Managed to low profile underneath. But Zantetsu with the opportunity and just let it beg. Here's a chance. Punishes the roll. Zantetsu maybe one situation away from making it to grand finals now. There's a command grab. What's he going to go for? Went for an ambiguous roll. And there it is. Manages to win the set for real this time. Zantetsu 3-0 in winners finals with a fairly convincing performance. And he advances now to grand finals, but he's got to wait on the results of the other matches to figure out whether he might have already wrapped up the qualification spot. What's going on? Right. So Buster Wolf will be playing the winner of another match happening right now. Ganoon. Actually, SNK and Salem. Ganoon will be waiting for the winner of the next match in losers semis. As we start trying to figure out who might end up trying to get this last spot. It's still very much up for grabs so long as Salem is not the one who makes it through. If Salem beats SNK and Ganoon, then that ends anyone else's chances of getting the spot, and it goes to Zantetsu. However, if either Ganoon or SNK continue in this tournament, then they still have a chance to earn that qualification spot for themselves. That set has been going on for a while, so it seems like it's been pretty close so far. So in case you guys missed earlier when we went through this, if you're still hoping to qualify for the global finals, here are some events you can look forward to try to stake your claim. So there will be an event in the Philippines next weekend, actually, 26th through the 28th of April. In Osaka, Japan, there will be KSB, but only for KOF 14, May 3rd to May 5th. In Vietnam, at the Saigon Cup, there will be qualifiers for both games from May 11th to the 12th. In Stunfest in France, there will be from May 17th to 19th qualifiers for both games. Actually, both games will be on for all the rest of the events that we'll name here. Africa TV and Korea will be from June 15th to the 16th. And then on June 22nd and 23rd, we have two events to look forward to. One in Norway, Retro Spilmisen, and then there is Tiger Uppercut in Thailand. So it seems Salim has advanced, winning his run back against SNK. So now it'll be between him and Ganoon to decide who makes it into the top 3. But more importantly right now is this whole concept. Since Salim has already qualified, as has Buster Wolf, Ganoon is the only other player right now that can leave, that has to win in order to be able to leave it up for the spot up for grabs. If he loses now, if Salim wins, then basically the story of who's getting the qualifying spot is over, and it's basically just about who wins the tournament from there on. Because at that point, it'll only be Salim, Buster Wolf, and Zantetsu left, and since Zantetsu is the only one who hasn't qualified in that situation, he would automatically qualify. All right, Dixon providing his ever so available assistance in getting our players set up here. All right. So the players will run a quick check here just to make sure everything's okay. Salim will be on the player 1 side, Ganoon on the player 2 side. These two played an absolutely thrilling set last year with a lot of cool tricks between the two of them. This is still going to be a button check because I know Ganoon doesn't play Team Japan. All right, seems like everything's good to go. Losers semifinals, Salim versus Ganoon. Ganoon with the only hope to leave this spot still up for contention if he wins. Alright, so Ganoon has locked in Terry and Daimon so far. Is he going to play Chin? Is he going to play Heavy D? Alright, he's gone for Heavy D. Whereas Salim has gone for Yashiro, not Orochi Yashiro, just plain old Yashiro, Yuri, and Saishu. Ganoon starting with Daimon. Alright, Pop D to get in immediately, not allowing Yuri too much space. Daimon, a very oppressive character when he gets going. Salim, he gets a little bit reckless with the Rekkas, kind of just believing that people won't be punishing them all the time. And, well, he was right that time. Ganoon not getting in with a punish. Oh, opportunity? No, never mind. Blocks that. Oh, the crouch C to prevent the second cross-up opportunity, and there we go. Down forward C, roll, earthquake. Yuri is down. Saishu coming in now. Alright. Has to keep Daimon at bay. It's really difficult to do. but Saddam has been doing a pretty decent job of it so far. Really excellent staggered pressure by Saddam here, taking out Daimon, not allowing Stand B to be an issue, utilizing a lot of well-placed jump Bs to keep Daimon under pressure. And here comes Heavy D now. Very unorthodox character, lots of weird pressure swings he can do. Oh, but he is under a lot of pressure here, and Saddam relentless, not allowing Ganoon any breathing space, and just like that, in a 15-second round, Ganoon's Heavy D is gone, and it's all down to his Terry to try to bring this back. And he plays regular Terry, so he's got Power Charge. Excellent combo, great damage, hard knockdown to boot. Yeah, that's a really nice low confirm he's using. Oh, huge damage there. Saddam rolled right into the right spot, waited a little bit, staggered his pressure just right, and Ganoon in deep trouble here. Jumps back with a D, even a trade with a DP would have won there. And now it's down to last characters, but Ganoon had a pretty significant life deficit. Yashiro comes in now. Excellent, decent little whip punish there. Oh, opportunity, but he didn't get him with the cross-up jump D. A lot of damage has just gone begging for Ganoon here. And you'll bet there is going to be a lot of poking happening, making it really hard to get that clean hit that he needs. Ganoon loses the first game. And here, as it says here, this is a first to 3, if I'm not mistaken, not a first to 2. So Ganoon still has some time to adjust. All right, so he's dropped Heavy D and he's gone for Kyo instead. All right, still anchoring Terry. Terry didn't do a bad job at all, but it came down to a little bit of a combo drop towards the end that really cost him. And now Yashiro is going first from Saddam. Ganoon not taking the opportunity to regain the momentum there. Tried to go for some cross-ups, but they're not panning out for him. Excellent DP there. Oh, staggered pressure there. It uses the forward B. It completely changes its properties. But still, Saddam manages to clutch out this first round. It was starting to look a little bit dicey, but he managed to stay solid just enough. Oh, there it is. And he's going to get all the damage from that. Very well done by Ganoon. Fully accurate. Part of why Daimon is such a terrifying character. Ganoon trying not to commit to too much here and allow Saddam right back into this. Oh, he went for that standing D. It didn't work out. Wakes up with the invincible command grab. Down goes Yashiro. Yuri's turn now. Had a bit of a rough time of it. Oh. There it is again. Huge damage by Ganoon to open up this round. Mix up into the invincible command grab. The sweep mix-up's in the corner. And is that going to be it for Yuri? No, not quite. One more mix-up. Oh, what? But then again, that's just the kind of thing you expect Ganoon to do. Very well done. Saddam kind of reeling a little bit from what happened to him, but he knows how to recover. Guard cancel CD to take him towards the corner. That triple down forward C sequence was crazy. All right, great confirm into the DM there. Hits him low. Took Ganoon's attention to the other side, then hit him low. Opportunity, no. There's good anti-air there by Saddam. Pushes him towards the corner. Dangerous situation. That was almost it. He was ready. Oh. Not quite on point with his mix-up there was Ganoon. Now it's down to his Terry again. Immediate forward eight. What a conversion off that counter hit jump CD. The pressure here. Oh, he just popped the stock, and Ganoon had already committed to the rising tackle. Excellent punish, and that finishes it. And with that, with Saddam's win, it's essentially been decided at this point that Zantetsu has just qualified for the Neo Geo World Tour Global Finals in KOF 98. So now at this point, we just have losers finals and grand finals to play out, just to decide which player places where, who gets what prizes. So we've still got a good deal of KOF 98 action to go. So Buster Wolf will... Oh, that's not Buster. Yeah, there he is. He's right there. Buster Wolf versus Salim now in losers finals. Buster Wolf, understandably, was just busy being happy about the Takuma sketch that SNK artist Ogura did for him. Ogura has been doing free sketches of characters for really anybody who's been willing to line up and wait for a sketch, and they have been some pretty fantastic work. Alright, so Buster Wolf is stepping up. Now we're going to switch to a best 3 out of 5 format again. Any sets we play from now on will be best 3 out of 5. Winner of this will play against Zantetsu, and then once that player gets there, they will need to defeat Zantetsu in 2 best 3 out of 5 sets. So Salim, after what was a shaky start with a very, very convincing loss to SNK, proceeds to reestablish his credentials by making it all the way back through the losers Shark Tank, and he's now in losers finals. And if he wins this, it's going to make it an even more impressive story. And I guess by just looking at who was in this bracket, not everybody would have guessed Zantetsu and Buster Wolf over on the winner's side, especially with Ganoon, Salim, SNK, as we learned today, playing really well from the winner's side. But as it turned out, this is the top 3 that we have. They have earned their spots up here, and they will all be going to the Global World Tour Finals together. Alright, just quickly making sure everything is set. They, Buster Wolf plays the same configuration as Ganoon anyway, so they are all good to go. And here we go. Versus KSA, Buster Wolf. Actually, the proprietor, the owner of Versus KSA was here, Mr. Kanno. And he has been a very powerful supporter, a very strong source of moral support for Buster Wolf all the way throughout. And gotta give a shout out to him on Buster Wolf's behalf for the sheer amount of support both him and Matham have done in coming out here just to support him in KOF 14 and KOF 98. Standing knee immediately. Now Salim has gone to Yamazaki, Mature, and Yuri. Keeping up with his typical habit of not playing the same team for 2 sets in a row. A pretty good start here by both of these players. Buster Wolf trying to not let Salim get too comfortable. And there it is. Full damage punish on that counter attempt. Buster Wolf empty jump throw. Well, Buster Wolf whisks his opportunity to end this first round. Full screen C burn knuckle, the Buster Wolf special. It still works in any game. Mature now coming in. One of the first characters I saw Salim really going crazy with. First time I saw him play. Rising tackle trades. Buster Wolf in the corner. Tough situation here. Oh, no cancel into the Rekkas from that crouch C. Oh, Mature's 2-hit jump B. But again, a lapse in Salim's pressure allows Buster Wolf to get a full combo. Power Geyser, yeah, rolls through. Ton of recovery on that in this game. And a quick punish by Salim to take out Buster Wolf's Terry. Buster Wolf gets in, command grab time. What mix-up is going to go for? There it is. The crosses up into the corner, crosses up out of the corner, but doesn't quite convert off either of them. Yeah, Mature's jumping B in this game is 2 hits, which makes the pressure game from her in the corner very, very scary. Crouch C, huge anti-air that she has there. Yeah, the chip damage. Oh, no respect. Buster Wolf not allowed to think that he has a chance to get out of the corner at this point. Oh, okay, okay. Low profiles with the command dash into command grab there. The running suplex. All right, pressure here by Buster Wolf. And he's only got a Yuri left to worry about, but that Yuri very quickly dispatches his Orochi Yashiro down to his anchor Takuma now. And his combo game with Takuma has not looked as clean as it needs to be. The stare down 1 by Saddam with the sweep. He's gonna pop the stock. No. Oh, that worked out. He manages to catch that attempt at a cross-up. And a huge damage opener here for Buster Wolf, about 40% off that SDM. Buster Wolf maybe trying to get a punish in between, but not quite managing to do that. Saddam in complete control here. There's a sweep though, big punish. Or it should have been a bigger punish, I should say. Yeah, that's not going to go through. And Takuma doesn't have a super version of Haosho Koken to work with here, so that was not an answer available to Buster Wolf. Alright, so no changes for Buster Wolf. Same team. Very likely to be the same order. Alright, Kazuma being the good Samaritan he always is, just making sure the players know that this is best 3 out of 5. Sometimes you can forget in the heat of a tournament. Yep, easy punish for Yuri there, just with the Rekkas. Rising tackle. Buster Wolf, again, not a player known for respecting opponent's offense. It's a hallmark of how he plays. It's a good part of how he plays, honestly speaking. Opportunity, no, wasn't close enough. Guard crush. And you gotta bet that Saddam just knew that that was on deck. Oh, mistake by Buster Wolf, and you better bet that he didn't mean that. Terry still lives, just barely. Oh, he almost caught that, but Saddam with a very smart neutral jump to get the air block, and then manages to get the win on the trade right after that. And, oh, Buster Wolf might have thought that that was it. Standing B's not landing. Oh, he took that. Oh, that is so sick. He's so good at stopping the guard cancel CDs, and Saddam is on a tear right now. He didn't quite manage to time his follow-up after the guard crush well enough there. Ends the run of momentum that he was going on, but still a significant amount of profit that he ended up with after what seemed like almost nothing to start with. Yashiro under pressure, hop back D, and that is a stun. And he just, for emphasis, finishes him with that S-stamp. Oh my god. Is that a little sneaky taunt that Saddam is throwing Buster Wolf's way? I don't know. Command grab mix-up, successful by Saddam here. Oh, he wanted that drill. Buster Wolf completely dropping his combos. Oh, okay, if it doesn't work, let's do it again. Buster Wolf gets him with the Rambu. But Buster Wolf still has Mature to worry about after Yamazaki. Hits him out of that counter with a projectile. Saddam trying to establish some pressure here. He would rather end this now. Buster Wolf not timing that properly. Lands on that projectile. Yamazaki is way huge. That's going to do it, though. Buster Wolf has not been far behind in this match, but not quite able to establish enough momentum outside of here. And that's going to do it if Saddam remembers to combo into his Rekkas. Some mistakes creeping into his play. He wanted to go for the grab. Shodown kick winning over Mature's DM of all things. And the trade takes it for Salem. He is now up 2-0. Yeah, as expected, no changing characters from Buster Wolf, but he's going to need a bit of a change in game plan to combat Salem's aggressive play. Salem goes very high risk, as we've seen, and Buster Wolf maybe needs to be punishing a little bit harder. And now he's put in Mature up front, maybe realizing the Buster Wolf doesn't seem to have a full handle on fighting her yet, but still, that worked out. Oh, see Bird Knuckle getting Buster Wolf into a heap of trouble. Takes that projectile straight on. Buster Wolf going mad aggressive right now. Trying to smother Mature, not allow her to get this projectile game started. And that's going to be the confirm. Salem staggering the pressure just enough for Buster Wolf to move, and he gets caught trying to get out. There's a standing C from Buster Wolf to try to regain some space. Nicely done by Salem. Yeah, all this chip damage. Yeah, he was maybe expecting Buster Wolf to try to move. Oh, baits that command grab there. Opportunity for Salem to maybe one more time. That jump B is so tricky to deal with for Mature. Guard crush, but now capitalization from Salem. Buster Wolf getting in there. Guard cancel CD. Nothing going from Salem. Nine seconds left on the clock, and Buster Wolf clutch it out. Oh, that is not how you clutch it out. Buster Wolf, 2 characters down, staring elimination in the face. He won't be too upset about it, honestly, even if he gets eliminated, but still, he's not going to go down without a fight. Gets a throw, takes Mature out of there. But yeah, Salem with the right call, putting Mature on point. She got him. She got a lot of work done. Anti-air fireball. There it is, knocks Takuma on the ground. Oh, what a crazy cross-up that was. And the punish, yeah, there you go. That's what we're talking about with the Yuri's Rekkas. You can definitely do that. Oh, guard cancel CD of all things on the DP. Opportunity goes begging. ADP catches Takuma trying to escape. Catches him with a sweep. Didn't try to keep going for it that time, did Salem. But he's been going to that on guard crushes and it hasn't worked. He maybe is not gauging his guard crushes properly now. Yep, excellent responses by Buster Wolf, not allowing Salem to get too comfortable with these Rekkas. Salem kind of trying to shake off the nerves a little bit. Yamazaki, neutral jump CD, has Takuma trapped now. Oh, I think that was a command grab. Yeah, you can see him shake his head there a little bit. Not happy about that. Takuma's chip damage away from death. Really difficult to make comebacks in KOF 98 in this kind of situation. Yeah, that didn't work out. Maybe if Salem had pressed the button, that's going to do it. And Salem advances to grand finals. He just has to face Zantetsu now, and that will be our last 1 or 2 sets in this tournament, depending on how Salem does playing in from the loser's side. And looking at Salem, I can see that he's kind of exhausted. Going through an entire loser's bracket after getting sent to it so early is the longest route to go. It is a horribly long road, but it takes a lot of mental strength and skill to be able to get through it. And Salem is that much closer now to winning and I guess cementing himself as what people expected from the very beginning as the tournament favorite here in Kuwait Battle Royale 2019 KOF 98. He doesn't look like he even wants to play another minute. He looks that tired right now, but we still have a tournament to finish. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get set up real quick here. It has been a very long day, but it has been a very entertaining day. Hope you guys were able to join all the way back from when we started the KOF 14 Grand Finals. It was a really good set, one that I definitely enjoyed commentating and viewing. Lots of hype between Buster Wolf and Zantetsu. And now maybe Shodown potentially about to create his own brand of hype with an incredible comeback all the way from the losers bracket from the first round all the way through to here. Okay, Shodown just confirming the whole concept of since he's in the loser side, he has to win best 3 out of 5 twice. So before we get started on Grand Finals, just to remind you guys, this is part of Kuwait Battle Royale, which is the sister event of the GX Convention. The tournament is sponsored by Brook, and it is part of the Neo Geo World Tour Season 2. Now, this match doesn't matter in terms of deciding a qualifier, but basically now Shodown, maybe the weight of his achievements so far will start sinking in the sense that he has come such a long road. You don't want to go all the way through this and then stop caring at this stage of the tournament. Now he's put Mature up front again, potentially realizing that it's a matchup that not many people will be very experienced with. Anti-air DP already, excellent start here by Zantetsu. He's gone with the X3O to try to maintain a stronger sense of screen control, but Shodown's corner pressure has been so immaculate. That confirm is so sick. Just the way Mature's jump B allows her to go into a standing B as soon as she lands is such an excellent tool that she has, and it's been very effective for Shodown so far. We've seen Zantetsu look this flustered before and make it back, though, against SNK. He's a veteran player. He knows how to play the game at its core, and you can never really count him out. Excellent response there. Where's the mix-up? Gets him on the other side. All sorts of damage about to happen here. Won't be quite enough to finish her off. And mixes up into another command grab. Takes that match. Very well done by Zantetsu. Orochi Yashiro craziness at its finest. Opportunity here, yeah, immediately into the SDM. That is gonna hurt. That was about like 60%. Shodown trying to keep it a little bit simple. Doesn't want to spend meter on a potential kill confirm here. But he's taking a bit of damage, and you don't want to leave Yashiro alive to do this. I guess a throw there and knocks him all the way out of the corner. Losing a lot of momentum in the process, Zantetsu gets caught with the sweep, and there goes his Yashiro, who put in a pretty decent shift there. There's that jump B. Excellent work there by Shodown, not letting the opportunity go begging, already having over 60% damage on Orochi Chris. Opportunity dropped by Zantetsu. He really needed that. Oh, tailed that guard cancel roll excellently. Zantetsu's under so much pressure right now. Oh, there it is, confirms into the Orochinagi. Zantetsu. Shodown trying to kind of clap the nerves out of his hands here, trying to stay steady. Like, I don't think he's necessarily really missing anything. He's just got caught with a confirm there by Zantetsu, and now he's up 1-0 in this grand final set. To my knowledge, I don't think, has Shodown dropped a game since he dropped into the losers bracket? I don't think he has. All right, Orochi Chris, Orochi Yashiro, and Yuri. Excuse me. So he's added Yuri to the team now, and the thing about adding Yuri's a character that is really strong, but also a character that everybody knows how to fight against. So you've got to be really on point when you throw him in a 98 tournament match. There's the DP. I've kind of noticed that Salem kind of likes consistency in the sense that he likes starting the character that won the last match for him. It's been a consistent theme of his. He kind of likes to continue with the same character. Sometimes maybe play the character that he hasn't gotten to play yet. He doesn't like to have a predictable order. Nice catch on the roll. Uses the back turn situation to his favor very well there. Guard cancel CD, puts Orochi Yashiro back in the corner. Alright, decent little confirm there, good amount of damage. Has a stock pop. He went for a little bit of what we call these days a shimmy into a close C to try to confirm into an SDM. Where's he gonna go? There it is. Again, which way does he hit? You never fully know. Salem not happy that he got caught by that, but hey, it's what happens in tournaments sometimes. You just gotta deal, you gotta wake up. And there it is. Ooh, there he goes. Which way? Zantetsu immediately rolling out. He is doing that deep DP kick move quite a bit. Oh, there it is. Ooh, drops his Rekkas. Gets it on the jump C. Maybe Zantetsu was trying to prepare a reversal, then changed his mind. Either way, he's now down to his Orochi Chris. Forward B to keep Yuri out of the air. Oh, that is punishable, but Zantetsu not capitalizing fully. No Orochinagi in the punish. Oh, wow. Chris's cross-up hitbox on the jump D, snagging Yuri's cross-up attempt. Great jump by Zantetsu, takes down Yuri. Gets hit a bit of chip damage with those Rekkas, catches him out of the air, takes him all the way to the wall. Zantetsu catches with a throw there. Still in pretty deep trouble here as long as he stays in the corner against this mature. Great throw break. Guard cancel CD, tries to stay solid. Wants to try keeping his space and try to make Salem frustrate and go make a mistake. But again, speaking of mistakes, no confirms working into Orochinagi right now for Zantetsu. But he's almost got a life lead. Is that a lead? I can't tell. Now it for sure is. And Salem has to attack. And this is... Oh, he gets caught by the Rekkas though. And Salem is still attacking. Is it going to be enough? Ooh! Those two blocks were just enough. Salem kept attacking even though time was running out. Still works out. He is 1 point away from resetting this bracket. All right, so let's see what order he goes with. This time, Yuri up front. All right, Yuri Mera to open up this match. Oh, wow, Salem with relentless pressure. There's the stun. And immediately combos into the super, and that is going to do it. Zantetsu losing his Yuri in very quick order here. Excellent jump D. I'm just trying to play solid Yuri offense, trying to keep Zantetsu trapped in the corner. Wasn't sure the Rekka would reach from there, decided this option for the fireball instead. Oh, command grabs, getting him out of that situation. He has detailed that roll, and Yuri's far C is cancelable, but he didn't go for it. Yeah, there it is. Jump A to finish it. If you guys didn't know, that is a glitch in this game, is that if you throw a fireball at the opponent and you do a command grab as it's on screen, that fireball becomes unblockable. Excellent slide whiff punish there. Still such a long climb for Zantetsu to get back into this match. Air blocks that fireball. There he goes. Gets the Orochinagi confirmed that he needed. Takes down Yuri. Mature comes in now. Had a bit of a spotty performance last time, but maybe Shodown will quickly try to fix that. Oh yeah, immediately. Doesn't bother. Just goes straight to the SDM. Huge damage. Oh, that was, yeah, he didn't think that that would land. Didn't think Zantetsu was going to twitch on that close B. Yeah, just kept going for it. He's like, chip damage. I still have an extra character. Great DP. Good job, Zantetsu. Yeah, guard cancel CD. It's just the collateral damage from trying to approach while you're losing. Shodown has reset the bracket, and now we start over again at 0 for both of these players. Time now for Zantetsu to try to work his way towards winning this tournament, but now it's on an even keel. He only needed to win one set from the beginning. Shodown has brought Zantetsu down to the loser's side with him. Goes back to EX Rio. Which he will start with. He'll keep Orochi Chris in the back. Yuri starting out again. Throw mix up. Oh, there, the wake up DP by Zantetsu. Doesn't want to deal with the pressure. All right, playing nice and solid here, Zantetsu. Excellent start. That was some bravery there from Shodown. Let's put it that way. It didn't quite pan out. Oh, there we go, but doesn't go into the wreck because this time he does. Are we almost stunned here? Doesn't quite matter as much. He tried to go for the DPK again. He is so persistent with that, is Shodown, to his own detriment in many situations, as we've seen throughout this tournament. Mature coming in again. She's been a pretty solid performer for him so far, and there it is. It's not going to quite be enough. Yeah, so hard to get out of that kind of situation with Mature. Very impressive offense. Great solid amount of mix-ups going as well with the jump B, and whether she times it for 1 or 2 hits, and then with the close B afterwards. Just a lot going on. The pressure now going from Zantetsu. Oh, that crossed up. Shodown's got the stock ready. Oh, you know he was going to confirm right into the SDM there. Oh, Shodown's kind of dropping the jumping confirms now. Oh, there it is. He gets it at last. Persistence, stubbornness sometimes you can say, but Shodown definitely is not one to let a grudge go about something that he doesn't land, and he still manages to land it, but Zantetsu manages to have the last laugh in that round. There's a DP. Oh, there. Okay, a couple quick trades. Shodown will be perfectly fine with that. He'll get all that life back immediately as he tries to take down Zantetsu's Orochi Chris. Well, that jump B could have been punished on landing. Got the cross up, but no continuation. Some opportunities getting dropped by both players now. Well, there was the opportunity for Shodown. He's got the stock ready now. Got the damage on deck. Try to go for a cross-up. Oh, there's the chance. And that's going to do massive damage off that whiff forward B. Crouch B for a little bit of decent damage. And there's a jump CD to knock Zantetsu out of the air and into losing that game. 1-0 is the score for Shodown again. Alright, so he sticks with Ryo, Chris, Yashiro again. Seems to be fair, as Yashiro has generally been the strongest performer due to the chaos factor that he induces. But he hasn't really been able to gain enough of a foothold in this set, enough of a sense of control to enforce the belief that he can win it right now. He's going to need a little bit more consistency, especially when he gets the opportunities to land damage with Chris. All right, manages to get those Rekkas going. Yeah, a little bit too close though. Gets DP'd for his troubles. Another correct read. Ah, that was unfortunate for Zantetsu. He tried to confuse the aim of the DPs with that cross-through jump that Sudden got in there with that jump CD. It has a very nice downward angle, helps the approach. We're getting a bit of slowdown on this stage, I guess, with Mature's Rekkas, but still, Sudden not disturbed in the slightest. Just try to maintain his focus. It's been a long, long road for him. Drops the combo. You can kind of see his body language changing with each one of those. All right, opens up the stock. Zantetsu getting out of there immediately. Doesn't want any of this. All this blocking. The guard definitely getting cranked a little bit. Oh, those 2 hits are definitely worth it. Actually, he'll just go ahead and take the whole round. Why not? From almost taking out Mature to losing the round, that's how quickly things can turn around with KOF 98 sometimes. All it took was 2 hits and an SDM landing in a situation with an open stock. Tough situation here for Zantetsu. He can definitely take out Mature here. Finally got her with that crouch C. But you can see the standard that Saddam holds himself up to, and that even losing this one character doesn't feel acceptable to him. You can really see it on his face there. Gets him there. No anti-airs from Saddam yet. Waiting to get a better read on the situation. Throw by Zantetsu. Pressure by Zantetsu trying to find an opportunity. Takes the throw though. Hard knockdown. Not much going in terms of pressure though. Oh, and he gets the opportunity, but no Orochinagi again. Been a bit of a theme. Standing B just to keep him in check. Got to do that sometimes every once in a while. Not let your opponent get too comfortable with Hobbs. The forward B going through a guard, cancel CD. Just DPs. Yeah, that's not going to quite do it, but only 1 second left. Even though it might not have killed, since time might have run out before the Orochinagi landed, Zantetsu still flubs the Orochinagi confirmed. Salim 1 game away from winning this tournament after going such a long road in the loser's bracket. Going down from the second round of winners against SNK. Now just 1 win away from taking home the tournament and retaining his KBR championship that he first won in 2018 against B/'s Freezer, and about to defeat potentially his teammate here, B/Zantetsu. Right, starting off Yuri this time, a couple of quick crouch C anti-airs by Zantetsu. Oh, there, the one he messes up is going to get him into so much trouble. There's the cross-up situation, and Chris is stunned. And just an immediate combo into the DM. Very quick sequence here by Salim. Excellent opener to this round. Rio comes in now. He's going to need to put in a lot of work to try to make up that deficit. Immediate Rekkas as he lands. He'll be fine with those trades as long as he keeps a life advantage, as long as he takes too much damage from that. Wow. Potentially close to stun here. It doesn't matter because he's close to death. And potentially Saddam about to finish this with an OCB of all things in another stunning Kuwait Battle Royale performance from him. After what looked like a very shaky start, all of a sudden, and that is in terms of the tournament, he is looking like bringing it home and ending the debate on who the favorite was to win it all along. There's jump CD to keep Yashiro in the corner. Not enough for the win. Woke up with a super. It was a decent enough gamble. He still has 2 characters left. Just trying to stay flexible, trying to make sure he stays nice and loose. Takes in a bit of chip damage. standing B. Zantetsu putting up a decent wall of pokes to not let Saddam get too comfortable. Doesn't want to go down without a fight still, despite qualifying either way regardless of the result. I went a little bit too far with that jump. Try to go for a cross-up, and that's going to do it. Yeah, definitely for sure. Salim wins this, coming back from such a long way in the losers bracket. He is your Kuwait Battle Royale 2019 KOF 98 champion. Getting congratulated by his friends here. Shout out to Saddam. That was really rough. Could we bring up the brackets just to show people how long of a road he had to go? So look back through this losers bracket real quick. Look how much Saddam had to play. There was Kaze, Marwan. It was all the way back in the match against Sai. He had to beat Sai. He had to beat Whoopster. He had to beat Kaze, Marwan RX, SNK in a run-back, Ganoon, Buster Wolf, and Zantetsu in order to be able to win this tournament. After going down to losers so early, basically something that Street Fighter player John Choi was infamous for doing, and it was always such an impressive feat. And really, shout out to Saddam for being able to do this. He qualified. He had no reason to care so much about winning this tournament the way he did, but he put in an amazing performance. And if you noted the game count, he did not drop a game from the moment he dropped into the losers bracket. That is just absolutely incredible and cements his credentials going into the Global Tour Finals. Now, of course, all of our top three will all be going there for KOF 98. Buster Wolf will be going there for KOF 14, as we established from the KOF 14 Grand Finals that happened earlier today. So that concludes the King of Fighters action we had here from this Neo Geo World Tour Season 2 stop at Kuwait Battle Royale 2019. Shoutouts to Brook for sponsoring. Shoutouts to Kuwait Battle Royale for hosting the NGWT crew. Shoutouts, of course, to the crew itself for all their hard work. Check NeoGeoWorldTour.com to keep up with the different stops that are going to be coming up. Keep up with the social media channels to find out what's going on with the tour. This has been Fro guiding you through Kuwait Battle Royale King of Fighters. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed commentating it. It has been my honor and my privilege, as it always is. Take care, and I'll see you next time.